And welcome to Independence High School here in Coal City, West Virginia. This afternoon, Video Production presents the Class AA semifinal matchup between the Bluefield Beavers and the Independence Patriots. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, Chris Farish on hand to do stats. Andrew Bolin will be producing and directing this afternoon's game, and the heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, will be on camera. And, Eric, this is a much-anticipated matchup between these two teams, between Independence and Bluefield. Bluefield has a lot of history on its side. Bluefield has won 11 state championships, 6 in Class AAA, 5 in AA, and in AAA from 1959 to 1984, Bluefield won 6 titles. And since 1995, Bluefield has been in the Class AA championship game 11 times, winning 5. So Bluefield has the history, and this afternoon, Independence trying to make history.
And, Maris, it's like we talked about, in preparing for this game. This is a long time coming. This is only the second semifinal in school history, and I had the unfortunate opportunity to be kind of part of the last semifinal, and it was 36 years ago in November that Independence blew a 19-point lead, ended up losing 20-19 to Tucker County in that game.
And the one thing with these two teams, Eric, you and I had an opportunity way back on August 14th to watch these two teams scrimmage right here on this field. Of course, that was then, this is now, but we were still able to take, I think, a lot away from that scrimmage.
Yeah, I think we both left, the scrimmage going, down the road. These are two playoff teams, and we figured that they would meet in the playoffs, and it's a great afternoon for football, nice weather, little snow in the air, football weather, so to speak.
Yeah, the sun trying to make its way through the clouds. You're ready for this Class AA state semifinal between Independence and Bluefield. You are watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center, on your way to sell your vehicle.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas getting you ready for this big matchup at the bottom of the hour between Bluefield and Independence. The winner will punch their ticket to next Friday's Class AA state title game in Wheeling Island Stadium in Wheeling. And Eric, we talked about in our first segment with all the history that Bluefield has, winning 6 Class AAA championships from 1959 to 1984. And as I mentioned, since 1995, been in the AA final 11 times, going 5-6 over that time. That really won't help them them this afternoon. All that history as Independence, we talked about trying to make their own history.
Yeah, this Independence program, this is, if you're trying to build a program, this will be a good statement win, years to come, because if you're able to make it to, that final step, the state championship, it just builds a lot of enthusiasm in your lower ranks of your football program.
And the one thing with this Bluefield team and these group of players, no matter where the game is, I don't think they'll be phased. I mean, they went to Point Pleasant 2 weeks ago, won that game. They went to North Marion and won that game. Of course, Independence has been home for the playoffs. They beat Roane County last week and Shady 2 weeks ago. But as far as Bluefield's concerned, obviously if they had their choice, they'd rather be at Mitchell Stadium in Bluefield. But playing here, I don't think it's that big a deal for Bluefield.
Yeah, they're going to use that forward. This can springboard Bluefield as well. Those guys have that experience. But, Independence, they're a well-rounded team, a complete team, and I look for a good contest this afternoon.
Well, I do too. I think we're up for a good game. We'll take our second pregame break. We're getting you ready for the kick at the bottom of the hour of the Class AA matchup between Bluefield and Independence as you are watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. GROSE. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Modley's Plumbing and Heating of Beckley, West Virginia is now hiring journeyman or master plumbers. You must have a West Virginia plumbing license and a valid driver's license. All interested parties may apply at Modley's Plumbing and Heating at 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Or interested applicants can call 304-253-HELP. Once again, you may apply in person at Modley's Plumbing and Heating, 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Modley's Plumbing and Heating is an equal opportunity employer.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
It's time to start planning for new vinyl siding for your home. People know Window World for the best value in windows, but that's just the beginning, because we install beautiful siding as well. Window World has energy-efficient, form-fitting panels along with a company that stands behind their work. We take pride in our employees and appreciate our customers. Now that's Window World difference. Start planning your siding remodel today. Call Window World of Beckley today for your free estimate.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School. I'm Maris Lowry along with Eric Thomas getting you ready for the kickoff at the bottom of the hour between Bluefield and Independence. And Eric, the sun's starting to, or at least trying to make its way through the clouds, and it's going to be 30 degrees. And as you mentioned, it's a perfect day to watch what we think is going to be a great high school football game.
Yeah, a great playing surface, Maris, great weather. It was a little windy, so whoever can establish the passing game in the elements might have the edge early on.
And I know coming up in our next segment, when we get to the Beckley Auto Mall keys to the first half, you can get into a key. But I do think, and I'm just going to stress this, I think it's about containing the other team's big plays, that we don't get too many big plays and that you make teams drive the length of the field. And, of course, turnovers always play a big deal in these big games.
Yeah, that's correct. Anytime you get what I feel 2 evenly matched teams, you have to make the team make a mistake, and you do that, and sometimes get them behind the change and make that down and distance and make them predictable offensively.
We'll go ahead and take our final break and come back and get you ready for the opening kickoff as the crowd is setting in. They're at fever pitch, and we'll be looking forward to what we think is going to be an outstanding Class AA semifinal battle between Independence and Bluefield. You are watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
Nachos, better with Pepsi. Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall at West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School as the teams, or the captains, I should say, of the respective teams are out at midfield, and we're waiting for the toss of the coin. And while they're doing that, Eric, we'll get to the Beckley Auto Mall keys to the first half. And keys to the first half are brought to you by Beckley Auto Mall. Go see Rick Lewis, Chuck Bentley, Mike Earhart, or John Fornash. You can get the keys to the vehicle that will meet your wallet. All right, Eric, your keys to the first half.
Okay, for the Independence Patriots, Maris, I think the keys to the first half, keep their emotions in check and play Bluefield team from this year. That program history does not matter in the first half. If you can do that, you can, maybe get a victory today.
Well, Independence has won the toss. They will defer, so Bluefield will get the ball to start the ball game. The sun is starting to make its way through. We're about 30 degrees. We got a capacity crowd on hand, and everybody's excited. The players, the coaches, the officials, and, of course, us broadcasters, something that we have really been anticipating, and we're moments away from getting it started.
Okay, so that leads into my keys to the game for first half for Bluefield, Marison, is get on the board early and make Indy play from behind. So them receiving the ball, that's probably what you maybe want to do on the road.
So Bluefield, they're huddling up to the end zone to our right there on the screen. Independence down below us, getting their final instructions. And we're just moments away from this Class AA semifinal. The other half of the AA semifinal is taking place tonight, and that is Polka against Fairmont. And, of course, the two winners will meet next Friday night at Wheeling Island Stadium, as they'll have the Super Six. Of course, the AA championship next Friday, the AAA next Saturday afternoon, and then the Single A next Saturday night. So Independence set to tee it up. Bluefield will be working left to right as you look at your screen. And the Beavers still down in the far end zone. Now they'll make their way over to the far sideline. They were the end zone to our right. Now there's Bluefield, as you can see on your screen, making their way to the sideline across the way. So it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Temperature like about 31, 32 degrees. The sun's making its way out. Got a big crowd from Bluefield across the way. Big crowd here on the home side, Eric, from the Independence fans, and we're moments away from getting it started.
Yeah, hey, this is what everyone wanted to see. The anticipation is real. Now we're about to tee it up and kick it off. And look for Independence. I don't think either team dangerous skill position players that both teams have.
Well, Atticus Goodson has it teed up right between the 40s. And we are set and ready to roll as the kickoff is coming here. As going back for Bluefield. Let's see who they've got back there on the far side. They got Green on the far side. And here on the near side, Jacorian Green for Bluefield on the far side. I'm trying to see who it is here on the near side.
I think that's Jayon Flack.
It could be. And now we are ready to go as here comes the kickoff of this much anticipated Class AA semifinal. Green takes it about the 15, up over the 20. He's got some running room, breaks it up over the 35, up over the 40, and a great return and excellent field position for the Beavers to start their first drive of the ball game. They'll have a 1st and 10. They're going to put the ball down, looks to be about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Independence did a good job. You know, they're not kicking it deep. They're probably just going to try to, you know, give up the field position instead of the big.
3, Riker Brown, the quarterback, 6'2", 190 and a senior, will bring them out. Twin receivers to each side of your screen, to the bottom and to the lower part of the screen. It's a running play. Here comes Harrison to the near side. He's got some room. He crosses the 45, crosses midfield, got a first down, and gets inside the Independence 45, all the way down to the Independence 43. A nice play on the opening play of the ball game.
Yeah, Independence defense, what they really need to do is set the edge. A lot of speed. This will be the first, you know, time they face this much team speed this year.
That was Harrison, the 5'10", 165-pound sophomore on that carry. So we watch the replay. Nice run, 1st and 10 Bluefield. Twin receivers to each side. It's going to be a quarterback keeper all the way up inside the 40. Just power football that time. Nothing fancy, Eric. Just Riker Brown taking the snap, going right up over the left tackle.
Yeah, Riker Brown, he's a big-time quarterback. Good size on him, 6'2" and 190 pounds. We'll watch this Little General Insta replay here. Just straight snap to the quarterback and a pickup of about 7.
They'll put him down at the 38. Actually, that'll be a 5-yard gain from the 43 to the 38, make it 2nd and 5. First possession of the game. You can see on your screen, clock turning, 10:55 remaining here, opening quarter. Bluefield will go with twin receivers to the top and the bottom of your screen. Out of the shotgun, they put a man in motion. Handoff to Harrison, cutting off the left side. He's got a first down. He's inside the 30. He's got some room to the outside. Inside the 25, not done yet, spins. They run him out of bounds inside the 20, and another good gain for Bluefield.
And what you can't have early on in this contest is Independence, a few missed tackles. Mir Harrison made the initial defender miss, and once he gets in the secondary, he's going to be tough to tackle.
They'll put the ball down at the 19-yard line. That'll be a gain of 19. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Beavers as they move the sticks across the far side. So a couple of big runs from Harrison. It's got Bluefield cooking with gas here on the opening drive of the game.
And right now this offensive line is doing work for Bluefield.
And now we have a whistle, and what do we have? The officials are blowing this next play. The play never got going. I'm not sure really what we got. The officials blew the play dead here. Whatever it is, looks like they've got it taken care of.
I think they reset the
play clock, maybe?
Yes.
So there's 20 on the play clock right now. 1st and 10 Bluefield at the Independence 19. Riker Brown, the quarterback, works out of the shotgun with twin receivers to each side. Waits on the snap. He gets it. He's going to throw a screen out in the flat to Green. And Green's going to try to make some tough yards, but he does look like he gets the ball down inside the 15 on the far side.
Yeah, that's just coming up. Riker Brown's just coming up and taking what the defense is giving them. With the speed of the wideouts for Bluefield, it looks like the defenders are going to play off the ball a little bit. No press coverage in this game.
Yeah, going to put him down. Looks to be the Independence 14-yard line. That pass was to Jacorian Green, 6'2", 177-pound senior. So it'll be 2nd down for Bluefield at the Independence 14. They'll work out of the gun. Brown, it's going to be an option play. Here's the pitch. Harrison trying to get up inside. He gets the ball down inside the 10. Looks like he's going to get a first down, and it will be enough for a Bluefield first down.
Yeah, looks like Bluefield's content right now to trying to get to the edge and make Independence be able to contain their speed.
And the first down is going to be inside the 10 at the 7, so it'll be 1st and goal for Bluefield at the 7-yard line. Bluefield will work with twin receivers to both sides. Here's a snap. Brown keeps it himself up the middle, dives inside the 5 and lunges to about the 3-yard line. Nothing fancy about that with Riker Brown going right up the middle.
Yeah, Bluefield's all business right now. They got off the bus ready to play.
Yeah, they put the ball down at the 2-yard line. He picked up 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal for Bluefield at the Independence 2. And, last week was the first time all year that Independence had been behind. And Bluefield is 2 yards away from putting Independence behind right now. Brown takes the snap, goes off the left side, gets near the goal line, and he gets into the end zone for a Bluefield touchdown. That was a very impressive drive as Bluefield goes 57 yards in 7 plays. They finish the drive with a 2-yard run by Riker Brown, and Bluefield on the road strikes first to take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, a real methodical drive there, Bears. They took what the defense gave them, and Independence will have to make some adjustments on the next defensive series.
So they'll set up for extra point from placement. The snap is down, the hold is good, and the kick is also good. So with 8:53 remaining opening quarter, your new score is Bluefield 7, Independence nothing. We'll take a quick break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Production.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Coal City, Bluefield set to kick it off. It's the Beavers on their first possession of the game. They go 57 yards in 7 plays, and they get the touchdown by Riker Brown. The extra point's good, 7-0. Here's a squib kick, and Independence having a hard time picking it up. The ball is free. It's loose. It's still loose. Ball's out there, and Independence may have got it. If they did, they're very fortunate to get it. And Bluefield, no, they couldn't come up with it. But Independence there, Eric, dodged a huge bullet.
Hey, get on the ball. That's one thing you're taught if you're an up back. Just possess the ball, get down on it. Trey Bowers made a great play to save the day for the Independence offense.
And, you know, when Independence first made contact with the ball, it was up around the 35. And after the couple of muffs, it goes back inside the 25. The 23-yard line is where Independence will start. Bluefield leading in the game, 7-0. You can see on your screen as Logan Phelan will bring out the Patriots. They'll run with trips to the far side to the top of your screen. Out of the gun is Logan Phelan. Takes the snap. Going to keep it himself and tries to get up inside, and he's going to get over the 25 to the 26-yard line and pick up 3 yards on first down.
And we're seeing something defensively that Independence hasn't seen all year. They're going 2 safeties high. And they're playing, 5-6 people in the box. They think they can control the run, with their defensive front.
2nd and 7 for Independence on their own 26-yard line. Twin receivers to the far side. Here's Atticus Goodson. He piles forward. He gets up over the 30, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
And this is a must to pick up at least a couple of first downs. You don't want to go 3 and out, after giving up opening quarter drive here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 2. Independence will run out of the shotgun with twin receivers to the bottom of your screen. Now they'll go Phelan. He'll go out, and they'll run the Wildcat version with Atticus Goodson in the backfield. Takes the snap. Goodson will keep it. He'll come near side. He'll get the first down. He's over the 35, across the 40, midfield. He stiffs arm a guy. It's a foot race. He's to the 30. He stops. He cuts back inside the 20, and a huge run by Atticus Goodson. He's not done yet. All the way down to the Bluefield 15-yard line. What a play.
And just what the doctor ordered right there on 3rd and 3. A little wrinkle from Coach John H. Lilly here, putting Atticus in the, we'll call it the Patriot, not the Wildcat, and he rumbles for about
little over 50 yards.
50-some yards there.
Yeah, a little over 50 yards. We'll get the official stat from our stat man, Chris Farish, but it's a first down for Independence at the Bluefield 15. Here's Phelan. Quarterback keeper on the reverse pivot, and Logan Phelan was able to gain about 2 or 3 yards and maybe a little more than that as they'll put him down, looks to be about the 12-yard line, and give him 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this is where Independence likes to go quick with their tempo here. They like to get the play in and get the ball snapped and try to get this big offensive line to wear on the defensive front of Bluefield.
Work out of the pistol set. They'll hand the ball to Atticus Goodson up inside. Not much running room as he plows his way to about the 10. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for Independence.
Yeah, I think that time Atticus could have popped that to the outside a little bit. I think he went in maybe more of the 3 hole when he should have went 5.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 for Independence at the Bluefield 10-yard line. Once again, they'll go, as we call it, the Patriot, as they'll put trips to the far side, and they'll have Atticus Goodson waiting on the snap. He gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. He's going to push the pile. He's very close to a first down. He needed to get to the 5, and I think he's right at it, Eric. It all depends on where they spot it.
Yeah, well, it depends on if it's a right foot spot or a left foot spot. Looks like it's going to be a little short here.
So no question, Independence will go for it. It'll be 4th and very short. They've got to go to the 5-yard line. The nose of the ball is just outside the 5.
Yeah, and looks like Independence has brought in Harvey as a little fullback action here.
On 4th down, handoff to Addis Goodson. He'll plow ahead for a first down as he gets the ball down to the 3, maybe the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Independence.
And right there, you go with what you brought, what got you here with Independence, and they're just going to pound the middle of that defense and try to wear Bluefield down, it looks like.
From the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Addis Goodson trying to go up inside, and Bluefield stacks him up. They're still trying to move the pile, and they're going to move the pile forward and maybe get him to perhaps the 1-yard line. Is tough sledding running up inside there.
I tell you, Independence right here on this play, I know they probably wouldn't do it, but if you could pull it, if you could just stick it in the gut of Atticus right here and pull it, Phelan could walk into the end zone probably.
So they'll put the ball to 2. Here's Logan Phelan waiting on the snap. Reverse pivot, trying to get to the outside, and he goes into the end zone for an Independence touchdown. Logan Phelan will polish off a nice drive of their own. So after Bluefield scored on its first drive, Independence, boy, they really answered. A 77-yard drive in 9 plays, and Logan Phelan will polish off the drive with a 2-yard run to bring Independence within 1 at 7-6. And here is something that we have talked about, extra points. So we'll see if Independence can knock the extra point. They've missed so many through the course of the season, and the game is now a 1-point lead, and Independence is an extra point away from tying the game. Waiting on the snap. Snap's good. The hold's good. The kick is good.
Oh, and it was almost blocked.
Yes, it just gets over, and we're tied as each team has scored on their opening possession. And so far, Eric, what we've seen through the first 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes of this first quarter, it's been everything what we thought we're going to have with 5:28 left in the opening quarter, and we're still even, or we are even now again at 7. Still even from nothing to nothing now to 7-7.
This is what we knew. I had a feeling in my gut that this would be a competitive game, and it might need to be played on the track that's around the field.
So 7-7. Each team have scored on their opening possession. Bluefield went 57 yards in 7 plays, and it was Riker Brown finishing it off with the touchdown from 2 yards out. And then Independence, they answered it with a 9-play, 77-yard drive. Their quarterback, Logan Phelan, also finishing off the drive with a 2-yard run. So each team had their quarterback score. Each team had a 2-yard run from their quarterback, and both PATs were made, and we're even at 7.
And both teams did what they do, Maris. Bluefield spread it out, used their speed to get to the outside, and of course, Independence had a new wrinkle in there with the putting Atticus back in the backfield with the direct snap, and it was pretty effective. So whoever makes the adjustments and tweaks their defense from here on out probably will come out on top in this game.
So Independence now will tee it up and set to kick it off in a 7-7 game. And here comes the ensuing kickoff. It's going to be a squib on the far side. It's going to be picked up about the 23-yard line. Looks like that is Green, and they've got him pinned in on the far side, and he doesn't quite get up to the 35. But still pretty good field position for Bluefield. They'll start on their own, looks like their 34-yard line on this possession.
Yeah, that was Jalen Flack, Maris, right there on the return. And this time that was a good kick and good coverage. If you're Independence and you don't give up a big home run, on the kickoff, you have to be pleased with that result.
So that's where Bluefield will have it for their second time on offense on their own 34. Game tied at 7, as you can see on your screen. The winner of this game will punch their ticket to next Friday night's championship game at Wheeling Island Stadium. And we've got a whistle. And what do we got?
Looks like a timeout.
So Independence will call a timeout. But, Eric, thus far, I think that we had talked about in the break when Bluefield took their first possession and they went right down the field and scored on Independence, we both thought, wow, that looked kind of easy. But then Independence answered, and I think the big answer was that we talked about. They couldn't go 3 and out on that third down run by Addis Goodson.
Yeah, that was a great great run. It was a great play call. It was 3rd and 3, and you're in the danger zone right there. If you don't pick up that first down or at least 2 more to try to flip the field, and it was a big run, a big play call, and they answered the bell, so to speak, Independence did.
And the one thing I think with both of these teams, and people were asking me for predictions, and I really don't do that, but I did say I think it's going to take up in the 30s to win the game, so you can't give away possessions. You got to make the best of every time you have the ball.
Well, when you have a top, 2 top teams, in their respective classes playing, it's whoever makes the adjustments and does the little things. And Independence picking up that 3rd down was huge.
Well, out of the timeout, it'll be Bluefield 1st and 10. They put a man in motion on their own 34-yard line. Here's Harrison with a running play. He's got some room. Cross the 40, 45, down the far sideline, crosses midfield and run out of bounds at the Independence 40-yard line. And Harrison, he has done work earlier here in the ballgame.
Hey, Amir Harrison has some wiggle and some go. Once he gets to that second level of the defense, and it's just a foot race, and Judah Price actually saved a long touchdown run there.
Yeah, they put him out of bounds at the Independence 43-yard line. It'll be a first down as they move the sticks across the way. So 1st and 10 for Bluefield, as you can see on your screen. 5:14 remaining opening quarter. We're tied at 7. They have twin receivers to each side. They put a man in motion. They're going to hand it to him. That's Green. Green comes here to the near side. Green trying to turn it up, and good defense by Independence for a very minimal gain, a gain of 1.
Hey, it was a hard-earned one, and Atticus Goodson made a great play to force that to go wider, that play to go wider, and help was on the way. The cavalry came for the Independence defense.
Yeah, only a 1-yard gain to the Independence 42. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Game tied at 7. You can see on your screen. 4:45 and counting remaining opening quarter. Riker Brown getting in look like they're signaling the play into him.
Little defensive substitution here, and you have Logan Phelan in now. Atticus came out of the game.
Here's Brown. He'll roll the pocket to the far side, looking to throw. He's going to tuck it up and run it, and he's inside the 40, and he leaps and ran out of bounds about the 36-yard line. It'll be a nice gain and bring up a 3rd down for Bluefield.
Yeah, it'll be like a 3rd and maybe setting it about 3.
Yep, 3rd and short. They'll put the ball down at the 36, and you're right, it'll be 3rd and 3.
And this is a big play. Well, it's 2-down territory guaranteed right here for the Bluefield Beavers.
So they're going to run with twin receivers to each side, to the bottom of your screen, top of your screen, out of the gun. Brown waiting on the snap.
Looks like Independence might be dialing up some heat here.
Bluefield might be
checkmate here.
Yep, Bluefield might be changing the play. Riker Brown waits on the shotgun snap, hands the ball to Harrison up inside. He's got a first down, a good hard run, but Harrison has really ran the ball hard for Bluefield, and it'll be enough, I think, for a Bluefield first down.
Yeah, Harrison took a pretty good shot at the end of that play. It was good, nice, clean tackle, and they moved the sticks, though.
They'll get the ball to the Independence 32-yard line. He needed 3, got 4. And another package of downs for Bluefield. Out of the gun. Brown perhaps changing the play as they move Harrison from one side to the other. They'll fake it to him. They'll throw the ball out in the flat. And good defense by Independence.
Trey Bowers.
As they get the ball out to the wide receiver for Bluefield.
That was a great play.
And let's see who that was.
Jacorian Green.
No, they get the ball out to Flack.
Well, great play by Trey Bowers coming up, and that's what you have to do. You have to keep speed in front of you and be sound tacklers right there, and that was a great play by Trey Bowers.
They'll give him a 2-yard gain to the Independence 30, 2nd and 8. Game tied at 7, as you can see on your screen. 3.5 remaining. Clock ticking here in the first quarter. The winner of this will play in the AA State Championship game next Friday night in Wheeling, play either Fairmont or Polka. Here's Harrison, and there's Independence. Phelan was in there first. He missed him, but he held him up long enough for a host of Independence players to throw Harrison for a loss.
And that's what you need to do against an explosive offense, get some penetration, try to get some numbers. And Independence, they're pulling out all the stops as far as early on in this. We didn't see Logan Phelan play a lot of defense early on in the season, but you need your best athletes against a team of Bluefield's caliber.
It'll be 3rd and 11 as they throw Harrison that time for a 3-yard loss back to the 33-yard line. So now they're going to go empty, Bluefield. They're going to run trips here to the bottom of the screen, twins to the top of the screen. Brown takes the snap to throw. He's got all day. Now the pressure comes. They force him out of the pocket. He delivers the pass, and it's incomplete. He had a lot of time, but there was good coverage, and then at the last minute they forced him out of the pocket. And see if we can watch this on the instant replay.
And Independence does a great job on your Little General instant replay right here. Once Riker Brown breaks contain, Jordan Harvey, when you come, you have to come quick, and he forces him to throw it when he didn't need to. And a big stop on third down.
Well, and I'm sure they'll go for it because they're kind of in no man's land, probably too far for a field goal, too close to punt. So they'll go for it here on fourth down.
And looks like Independence goes to a nickel a little bit. I see they've added Linksweiler to the defense. So but it's kind of like picking your poison. If you don't get a lot of pressure up front, and you have to – Riker Brown is, a threat to run as well.
And I think, it's going to be Bluefield burning the timeout. So each team has taken a timeout. This is a very big play in this game. Tied at 7. It's a 4th and 11 for Bluefield at the Independence 33-yard line. And, this offense of Bluefield definitely capable of making it. But this Independence defense, what a big lift this would be if Independence can turn them away.
And I was going to say the old momentum really could swing the pendulum early on in this game. If you're able to get a stop, you've had 2 negative plays, defensively against this powerful Bluefield offense. And if you're able to turn them over on downs here and get your offense back and maybe get a good drive going, it'd be huge for the psyche and the confidence of this team.
And I think the key will be getting pressure because I think they'll probably go empty like they did the play before and have Riker Brown. He's got a really good arm and he's very mobile quarterback too.
Yeah, and that's the key. And I was trying to allude to that early on. I think Bluefield caught a timeout because Independence went in what was called a nickel defense. They brought extra defensive backs in. They were just going to rush 3, and Coach Simon did not like the looks of what was going on, and now personnel-wise, Independence had to go back to their regular defense.
And on fourth down, Bluefield will leave a back in, I'm sure, to block. Here's the snap. Brown sets, throws, and it is incomplete. Independence with a big stop. Nice defensive play by Cyrus Goodson on the far side, and the Patriots have turned him over.
And Cyrus Goodson did a great job of breaking on the ball, seeing the ball, not getting his eyes in on the quarterback, but playing the receiver, and that was an excellent defensive series for Independence.
So Bluefield able to drive the ball in their second possession down to the Independence 30-yard line, and then they end up going back to the 33, and then they don't cash in. So that's where Independence will take over. On their second possession, it'll be 1st and 10 for Independence on their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, and that was one that got the crowd into it, and now they'll roll their offense out. And we've said all year that these teams, I feel, on paper are evenly matched, and a play or two here or there will decide this game.
So Logan Phelan brings him out, works out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Here's a handoff. This is going to come to Judah Price. He comes to the near side. He breaks a tackle. He's up over the 40, and he's got a first down. A good hard run by Judah Price. 11-yard gain out to the 44-yard line.
And, this is going back to early on in the year, and they went away from it a little bit. We had the smash with Atticus in the first series. Now we're going to get the dash with Judah, and he just has an extra gear, and he's a little more elusive, and he makes people miss.
From the 44, here's a first down play. Quarterback with the reverse pivot, Logan Phelan, gets over the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. Pick up 3 on the play.
And this is a good job of switching up the pace of the game with the running back. You're going to need Atticus late in the game. You got to keep him fresh. And Judah, they have a few running backs, Independence, that can get the job done.
So they're going to run trips to the top of the screen, out of the shotgun. Logan Phelan waits on the snap, gets it, hands off, up inside, and there's a few yards plowed up by Judah Price. He gets near midfield. They'll put him down maybe just shy of midfield.
And the thing with Judah Price, he may be small in stature, but he runs, bigger than what his weight is listed. So he's just a complete player.
Put him down right at midfield. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for Independence right at midfield. They run trips to the top of the screen, single receiver to the bottom of the screen. Out of the pistol set, Phelan takes the snap, sits in the pocket, throwing the deep ball. Double coverage, and it's overthrown. That was pretty good coverage by Bluefield on the near side.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to take a shot there, and I think Independence will punt because you can flip the field. But what they're doing, if I'm correct in what I've seen in coverage, Bluefield, they're playing more quarters. They're playing two safeties high, and you're going to have to be real accurate to drop one in the bucket there. They're really picking their poison. They saying we're going to try to stop the run with as little as possible and limit the big play.
So here comes the 4th down punt. And it's going to be over to Green. It's going to go over his head, and it's going to take a bounce, and he's going to go into the end zone. And Bluefield got a break. For a minute, I thought that ball was going to die about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yeah.
So a big break in the game is that ball goes into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
What you can say for Green, Ja'Cory Green, he had his heels on the 10, and they tell you don't go back and catch it, and it almost checked up on him. He's lucky he didn't touch it, so Bluefield Beavers get a break there. But if you're Independence, you get a break because their athletes don't return a punt.
So this will be the third chance on offense for Bluefield. They scored on their first chance, a 7-play, 57-yard drive, and got a 2-yard run from Riker Brown, and then they turned it over on downs the last time they had the ball at the Independence 33. So 1st and 10 for Bluefield on their own 20-yard line. As you can see on your screen, game tied at 7. They'll work out of the gun. Brown waits on the shotgun snap, gets it, going to hand the ball to Harrison. He's trying to get to the outside, and he's got a little bit of running room as he gets up over the 20, maybe gets a couple of yards on the far side. Actually, he'll get out to the 23-yard line. So a minimal gain there on first down, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Beavers.
Amir Harrison did most of that on his own, Maris. He just has a good knack for, making the first tackler miss him, and he's a north-south runner with some wiggle.
Possibly could be the final play of the first quarter. Bluefield looks like they're not in any hurry right now, as they'll run with twin receivers to each side out of the shotgun. It's going to be another running play. It's Harrison trying to find running room. He cuts it back, cut against the grain. He's going to come up about a yard short, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. So at the end of one in this colossal battle here in Class AA, the semifinals, it's Independence 7 and Bluefield 7. We'll take our end of the first quarter break as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. GROSE. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Tell them Hug.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Chris Farish on stats, Andrew Boland producing and directing, and the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, is on camera, and we appreciate the crew that have been with us all year. And Eric, today is our final game. Of course, the state championships, we don't cover that, but it's been a great first year for you and I here on Video Production with the crew, and what a way to end our final game in our first season with Bluefield and Independence.
Yeah, it was a good way to cap it off. It was like the first scrimmage we actually attended together, and to wrap our season up with the dandy.
It's going to be third down about a foot, just the length of the football. The nose of the ball is just shy of the 30. They got to get right to the 30, does Bluefield, and Brown will keep it, and he'll pick up the first down and get a couple extra yards, but that will move the chains for the Beavers.
Yeah, just a direct snap, and you know what you can say for both of these teams, quarterbacks, with Logan Phelan for Independence and Riker Brown for Bluefield. You know, they're not super flashy, but they're real effective, and they run your teams well, and that's all you can expect out of your quarterback.
Yeah, they get the job done, that's for sure. 1st and 10 at the 33. Out of the gun, Riker Brown takes the snap, rolls the pocket, looks, throws, got a man open in the flat. That's Floyd. He makes the catch. He takes a big hit, and it's a big gain out near midfield. They'll put him down at the 49-yard line. Yeah. Another Bluefield first down.
Yeah, that was a route last week that Independence had trouble covering with Roane County, and I guess Bluefield took a little page from them right there, and they ran a little go and just a little crossing route. They flooded the right side of the field, and it was a great pass and catch there. 17-yard completion out to midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for Bluefield. Out of the shotgun, Brown takes the snap with time, throwing the home run ball. Got a man out there, and it's overthrown. He had a man out there on the far side, and Brown just overthrew him just a bit. That looked like that was going to be a Bluefield touchdown, trying to get the ball out to Green on the far side. Yeah, Ja'Cory Green just a little past his fingertips. If we can get this on the instant replay here. We got to see Adam Tony instant replay here, Maris, and it was great. And Riker Brown stood in the pocket because he was going to take a shot, and he lets it fly, and just a tad bit too strong.
Yeah, Riker Brown's got a great arm. We saw that back in the scrimmage. So they'll work out of the gun on 2nd and 10, twin receivers to each side, and it'll be an option play. They'll pitch the ball to Hairston, and he'll gain, looks about 4, 5, maybe 6 yards. They'll get down inside the 45 of Independence to the 44-yard line and bring up 3rd and 4.
And that was a good pickup for if you're Bluefield. You just wanted to get it to, manageable situation right there. Just a little option to the right, and Green does the rest, picks up 5 yards, and Bluefield's here on 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 for the Beavers at the Independence 44-yard line. So maybe Bluefield thinking, they got 2 downs to pick up this 4 yards. If you're just joining us, 7-7 you can see on your screen. We're into the second quarter, 10:45 and counting. They'll work out of the gun with Riker Brown. He'll put Floyd in motion. They'll hand the ball to Hairston. Hairston will pick up the first down and more. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 20. He's not done yet. Down inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run for Hairston, and Bluefield in business with the first down.
Yeah, Amir Hairston just straight up to, the middle of the field. A great burst here, too, by Amir. Once he gets into the secondary, he's a tough tackle.
That'll be a 32-yard run. Put him down at the 12-yard line and make it 1st and 10 for Bluefield. So Hairston with that burst of speed, and he's a very patient runner. And then all of a sudden he accelerated and off to the races for a big gain.
And Hairston's just a sophomore, Mayor. 5'10", 165.
Here's Bluefield. They'll throw a screen to the far side. And out there is that is Green taking the pass on the far side, try to pick up what he can get. And let's see, he'll take the ball down. Not sure where they put him out of bounds. Inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I think they have him on the 6-yard line.
On the 6, so they put him down on the 6. He'll gain 6 and make it 3rd down and 4. So it'll be 6 for the touchdown and 4 for the first down, 6 for the touchdown. And it's a straight keeper to Riker Brown. Cut it up inside to the 5. He's down near the goal line. He'll have the first down. He's not in the end zone, but it'll be a new package for Bluefield, a 1st and goal at the 2.
Yeah, and that's that same direct snap to Riker Brown. I look for them just to run probably that same player.
And they do. Brown trying to find his way, and he breaks a tackle and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown, his 2nd touchdown of the game. So that was a very impressive drive. That was a 10-play, 80-yard drive, and Riker Brown scores his 2nd touchdown from 2 yards out, and Bluefield's back in front with a 13-7 lead as they get set to try to tack on the PAT. So 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 2 long drives for Bluefield, and 2 2-yard runs by the Bluefield quarterback, Riker Brown, an 80-yard, 10-play drive, and Bluefield's back in front. And now they're set to try to tack on the PAT. It's a high snap, and they're not going to get it off now. This is a big play in the game. Is the holder is trying to throw the ball, and it's going to be incomplete, and it is no good. The snap was high, so the extra point is no good. So your new score is Bluefield 13, Independence 7, 9:52 for the half. We'll take a break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Dad, what is a backflow prevention device?
Well, it's a device that's used to protect water supplies from contamination or pollution in homes or businesses.
Is that why you were talking to that man?
Well, he was a certified plumber from Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's is fully licensed and insured in testing, installation, and service of backflow prevention devices. I just call 304-253-HELP, and they'll take care of it the right way.
I thought it was something for the car, so Mom wouldn't hit the house again when she was back.
Fell off the tee, sir.
Yep, 13-7 Bluefield lead. And as Eric described, the ball did fall off the tee. You may have heard that. Would come back a little quick, but 13-7 the Bluefield lead. Very impressive drive, a 10-play, 80-yard drive, and a 2-yard run for Riker Brown to get in the end zone. But they missed the extra point. The snap was high, and the holder was trying to throw the ball, and it was incomplete. So here's the ensuing kickoff. It's going to be a short kick taken by Bowers on the far side across the 20, up over the 25, and he'll get out to about the 27, 28-yard line. Really good coverage by Bluefield.
Yeah, great coverage, great speed, team speed. Bowers he's an electric, explosive kind of guy too, and they were able to bottle him up there.
So let's see where they'll put him down at. Looks to be the 28-yard line, maybe the 29. They'll put him down at the 29, so that's where Independence will start their third possession, 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. As you can see on the screen there, Bluefield leading 13-7. The winner of this game will punch their ticket to next Friday night's Class AA championship game at Wheeling Island Stadium. They'll play the winner of tonight's Polka Fairmont game. So here's Independence on their own 29-yard line. Logan Phelan with the pistol set. Well, there's going to be a reverse, and they fumbled the ball. The ball's loose. The ball is squirted out in Bluefield. It's going to be a scoop and score. What a big play in this game. Touchdown, Bluefield. A scoop and score, as it is going to be Fields picking the ball up, as Independence could not handle. They could not handle the reverse. If we can watch this on the replay, and what a big play in this game.
Yeah, on this little general replay, it just looks like some confusion in the backfield on the double handoff, and Independence didn't get a clean handoff, and Bluefield picks it
Fields,
up. Fields,
15 yards, scoop and score, and what a big play. And Bluefield is extending their lead now to 19-7. They don't have enough men out on the field for the PAT. They're not going to go for two to try to make it up, but what a huge play. We talk about turnovers as always makes a big deal, and man, it's not just a turnover when you can score out of it. So a scoop and score for the Beavers. The extra point is good. And now your new score is Bluefield 20, Independence 7 with 9:37 left in the half. And, Eric, if you're Independence, wow, you just got hit with a big left hook, and now you've got to be able to respond.
Yeah, and in this possession that's coming up is definitely a big possession, Maris, because Bluefield will receive the second half kick, and you can't afford to not get points on this next possession.
So that was a 15-yard fumble return, and if I can get that Bluefield roster, the young man that picked it up with the scoop and score was Fields. So Fields is a 5'6", 155-pound sophomore. Secure Fields was able to pick that up and get into the end zone, and that takes the lead, as we just mentioned, to 20-7. And now Bluefield will be set to kick it back off. But what a big play in this game here in the first half.
Yeah, right here, Independence will definitely need to try to answer the bell here.
So here comes the ensuing kickoff as Bluefield's able to put two touchdowns together in about 15 seconds. And they take a 20-7 lead. And now, Independence last week was down for the first time, but they've never been down by two scores this entire year. How will they respond? Here's a line drive kickoff to Bowers. He's up over the 20, comes to the near side, cuts it back up to the 25, and gets out near the 30-yard line. And once again, that's good kickoff coverage by the Bluefield special teams.
Yeah, they stay in their lanes. They're, fundamentally sound on the kickoff coverage there by the Bluefield Beavers.
So they'll put the ball down at the 30-yard line where Independence will have it. And the main thing here, Eric, and I think you'll agree, if you're Independence, just don't try to score two touchdowns on one play. Just try to get yourself back in the game, and don't panic.
Yeah, but they're in unfamiliar territory, so from top to bottom, from coaches to the players, you just have to stay calm and run your offense.
And here comes Atticus Goodson. He's up over the 35. He's dragging defenders with him. He'll have a first down up over the 40. They still can't get him down. 45, he fumbled the ball, and Bluefield picked it up. Independence has turned it over. Bluefield back the other way. Here come the Beavers on the run to the 40. This is going to a touchdown-saving tackle by Cyrus Goodson, or that was going to be another Bluefield touchdown. And on back-to-back plays, Independence has turned it over, and picking that ball up will be, for the Bluefield Beavers, is going to be Sean Hale. And, if we can get the replay, you look, Goodson was trying to fight for extra yardage, and they strip him of the ball, and Bluefield able to come out of the pack there with it.
Yeah, no, that's one thing that where Atticus' strength might be had a weakness on that. It's hard when you have seven guys on one player, and they're going to be able to strip the ball and get it out.
So Bluefield will take over at the 32-yard line. So things starting to unravel for Independence here. 20-7 the lead for Bluefield. They'll put a man in motion. Here's Brown looking to throw, and he's going to throw the ball in the flat, and it's well covered, and it'll be incomplete.
You know, that was well defensed by Colton Caron right there. He stayed with – he didn't peel from his man. He stayed with the wheel route right there, and that was he was coached up on that one. That was great defense.
This is really big, obviously, for the Independence defense to keep Bluefield out of the end zone on this drive. 20-7, the Bluefield lead. 2nd and 10 at the Independence 32. Independence has turned the ball over on each of their last 2 plays. 9:07 for the half. A 20-7 Bluefield lead.
Maris, I need to correct myself. Independence gets the ball the second half because Bluefield took the first opening kickoff.
Right.
And
here's
scored.
Riker Brown hands the ball to Harrison. Harrison trying to get to the edge, and a good job by Independence. They'll throw him for a loss, and this is a big defensive series, as I mentioned, for the Patriots. They've got to find a way to keep Bluefield out of the end zone.
Yeah, they have to battle and scrap right here, and Bluefield's right. Well, I guess they're thinking they're playing with house money right now to get back-to-back turnovers, and if they're able to get some points here off the turnover, it'd be huge to have a 13-point swing off of turnovers.
From the 35, it'll bring up a 3rd and 13. So they'll work out of the gun. Twin receivers to the top and bottom of your screen. Brown takes the shotgun snap to throw, setting up a screen. Here's a flag. This is going to come back. It's going to be a big play for Bluefield, but it's going to come back as Harrison's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, we can watch the instant replay here.
Yeah, that's coming back.
You know what it was? Every offensive lineman was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and
multiple.
And that was an easy play for call. Like I said, we said it immediately. Soon we were able to throw our own flag. I think that was your flag that went out of the press box window.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that was so easy to call. But and that wasn't a real touchdown because I think all of Independence knew it, and they just kind of let Harrison go into the end zone. They didn't really try to tackle him.
Yeah, they did. You know what? That was a product of a little bit of pressure. They forced the quarterback to hold on to that ball a little longer than he wanted to by getting up in his face. So that was a key. That was a key play moment right here. If you're Independence, you just don't need to give up a chunk play here. Offensively, like a 14, 15-yard play, just keep everyone in front of you.
Yeah, the ball and the penalty goes back to the 46-yard line. They got to go all the way down inside the 25. They got to get to the 23. So they'll need 23 yards here on this 3rd down play as they'll scrimmage from the Independence 46. Brown takes the shotgun snap. He'll throw a slant. It's dropped. Floyd had it.
Well, I think that's a fumble.
No, I think the ball hit the ground, and the referees are calling it incomplete.
Well, let's watch this on the instant replay.
We'll watch it on the replay, but I think
it didn't hit the ground.
Well, let's see.
He caught it and maybe tried to make a move with it.
Yeah, see, the ball does hit the after. It looks like it got poked out, but I don't think he ever had it. So it'll bring up 4th down, and that's a big defensive stance for the Independence defense, and they'll force a punt. So the second turnover does not hurt Independence, at least for now, and they'll punt it away on 4th down with Bluefield at the Independence 46-yard line. Here's the snap, and the punt. It's a pretty good punt. Independence will try to get away from it, and that will bounce, and it'll go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and Independence now will have it on their own 20. So considering everything that happened there, Eric, Independence is very fortunate.
Yeah, that was a big defensive series, and I think that the Independence defense sensed that the game was about to get away from them without a stop there.
So it'll be Independence. They will take over on their own 20-yard line. In each of the last 2 offensive plays, they turned it over. And one went for a scoop and score for Bluefield. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. You can see they have trips to the bottom of the screen. Logan Phelan, the quarterback. Got Goodson behind him. They'll hand the ball to Goodson from the pistol set. And Goodson will get out to about the 23-yard line, maybe the 24, depending on where they put him down at.
I think offensively you have to give defensively you have to give the Beavers a lot of credit. They pretty much made Independence one-dimensional, and they've taken out a real explosive player in Judah Price. If you can't get anything going in the passing game right now, it's going to be a tough row to hoe.
It's a 4-yard gain, and now they'll run out of the Patriot, as we're calling it, with Atticus Goodson back there. So they got Phelan in the slot. Here's the snap. Goodson, he'll keep it. He tries to come to the near side, and there's just nothing there. They know he's going to get the ball, that he's not going to throw it, and Bluefield was able to be to the task, and they just shut the play down.
Yeah, I mean, I like it worked, early on in that first quarter, but I would use that more red zone, down in distance 3rd and 2 or something like that. But I think they need to figure out a way to get it to their athletes on the outside in Trey Bowers, Cyrus Goodson, and Judah Price.
So 3rd and 8 coming up. It's a 2-yard loss back to the 22. Logan Phelan out of the pistol set from the shotgun, takes the snap. We'll get it to Atticus Goodson, and Goodson will plow just to the 25. It'll be 4th down, and it'll be 3 and out.
Yeah, and a minimal gain on all 3 plays.
So after they got 4 yards on 1st down, as there looks like there's an injured Independence player down on the field. But, Eric, you'd have to agree that's really disappointing for Independence. After you get 4 yards on 1st down, that you're not able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it was a good 1st down gain. And I think this is Michael Cheek, the big offensive lineman, for Independence down. If you can recall, Maris, he missed the Roane County game with the knee injury. He had a helmet to the knee in the previous game, and let's just hope this is not serious.
As they attend the Michael Cheek, as Eric told you, he was injured from previous game. As you can see on your screen, 20-7, how we got there. Bluefield scored first with a Riker Brown 2-yard touchdown run. And then Logan Phelan answered it with a 2-yard touchdown run of his own. Then it was Brown again with a 2-yard touchdown run, and Bluefield missed the extra point. And then Fields was able to have a scoop and score of 15 yards on an Independence fumble, and they made the extra point. So Independence has turned the ball over twice in this game with a couple of fumbles, and one that, as I mentioned, Bluefield able to have a scoop and score. And right now, Bluefield leading by 2 scores, 20-7.
Yeah, and 2 scores with and able to receive the ball with their dangerous special teams players for Bluefield. And back to receive the punt for Bluefield is Jamel Floyd and Jayon.
Yeah. Green and Floyd.
Green and Floyd.
Yeah, yes. And now we've got a penalty on Independence, a false start, and they'll back them up 5 and punt from the 20-yard line.
So does the clock not reset on the injury? I'm not.
What do you mean, as far as
the kid was down? Did they not reset the?
Well, the
play clock?
I don't know about the play clock, but they had somebody moving. So here's the punt, and it's going to be returnable. Take a bounce, and it's fumbled. And Independence, nope, it's still loose. It's still loose, and looks like Bluefield got it. I was going to say, if Independence was able to get on it, boy, what a big changing part of the game. That would be a game changer, but it's recovered by Bluefield.
Well, let's see this instant replay. It's going to be the Little General instant replay, Maris. If you see at the end of this, once the ball was fumbled, I don't think the Independence Patriots realized it was a fumble, and only one person went for it, and the ball's still loose. And if they really go after the ball, they may come up with a huge turnover there.
So Bluefield will have it on their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10, leading 20-7. They'll work out of the shotgun with Riker Brown. He takes the snap. He'll throw near side. It's caught. Floyd, no, it's incomplete. That's a big hit. He did not catch it, and I think that's a good call as he took a big hit.
Trey Bowers, what a hit. That wasn't a fumble. It was a bang-bang play, literally. Let's see this on the replay.
We can watch the replay.
See Adam Toney's instant replay here, and Trey Bowers does a great job of closing and laying the wood. And
I think the referees made a good call.
They made a good call. Was not, but Jayon Flack is going to feel that the rest of this game.
I'm feeling it here. 2nd and 10 as it happened here on the near sideline. It's going to be a running play. Hairston, he's got some room. He takes it to, nice play by Judah Price. Because that was going to be if Judah Price doesn't get Hairston, that's going to be a huge gain, maybe a touchdown.
I think if Judah Price does not make that tackle, Amir Hairston had reservations for 6 in the end zone.
So they'll get the ball to the Independence 48. It's a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Independence defense. 20-7, as you can see there on your screen, Bluefield leading with 5:50 remaining here in the opening half.
And it seems like both teams have settled in defensively and made some adjustments.
Here's a pass. It is caught. A slant, a 1st down to Green. Inside the 35, all the way down to the Independence 31, 32-yard line. Let's see where they put him down, maybe the 31, but what a beautiful thrown ball by Riker Brown.
Yeah, and what a strike if we could see this on the instant replay, this Little General instant replay. This is a great come up and just a great strike by Riker Brown, just over the hands of Harvey, the defender, and they move the sticks.
A 17-yard pickup, 1st and 10 Bluefield, put a man in motion. Harrison gets the call. He's up inside. He gets down near the 30-yard line. Maybe not quite to the 30, depends on where they put him down. They're going to put him down at the 30.
I think they'll give him a half a yard right there.
He didn't get much. 2nd down and 10. as he didn't get much on that. Clock turning, as you can see on your screen, as we're approaching 5 minutes for the half. Boy, this is big though. If Bluefield already leading 20-7, so this is huge for the Independence defense, and Bluefield really trying to separate themselves from Independence on this drive.
The defense really for Independence really needs to step up and try to find a way to get some negative yards here. And
here's a pass play, and it's incomplete in the near side. They were trying to have a screen going. They were trying to get the ball here on the near sideline and trying to get the ball to Cage Sisk, and the pass was incomplete. So it brings up a third down play, another big play for the Independence defense, third down and right at 10.
Well, you have to know that probably Bluefield's offense is looking for this to be 2-down territory. So, 4 to 5 yards here to try to make it a manageable fourth down. If not, if they don't pick up the first.
They're going to run trips to the bottom of the screen. Harrison to the right of Brown.
This is going to be a handoff to Harrison.
And that's what it is. Harrison comes to the near side, and he's trying to get to the edge, and he does. He turns it up, and he's got a first down, and he's got more. He's got a touchdown unless he stepped out of bounds. And I think they're saying he stepped out of bounds, and he did, but he's got a first down. And that's the only thing that saved Independence from that being a touchdown.
Now, there's some laundry on the field there. They're going to call a hold on the edge, on Bluefield if we can get this on the
right.
Instant replay, the little general instant replay here.
And they said he stepped out of bounds, so it would not be a touchdown. There's the call for the hold.
We can see the
right there, number 6 right there on the hold.
Right there on the edge at the point of attack, so the refs pretty much had to call that one. And a big break for the Independence defense right there. And they need to learn. They took poor angles, in pursuit of Amir Harrison right there.
And you called it. You knew that's what they were going to do with that formation that they had, that they were going to run the ball like that.
Well, the numbers kind of showed that they didn't have – Independence had all their linebackers outside of the box, so I don't have it right there.
So the ball's back to the 39, bringing up third and long. They got to get the ball down to the 22-yard line. Here's Riker to throw. He's got all day. He's thrown, got a man open, and he just didn't hit him. He had a man open in the zone, and he just couldn't make the connection and bring up a fourth down play.
I'll tell you, Trey Bowers for Independence is having a heck of a game in the defensive backfield there. He made a break on the ball, and the ball just had a little too much heat on it. He had a chance to intercept that one.
And I think Bluefield will probably go for it because if you don't make it, you turn the ball over. Your defense has been playing pretty good. But I think with the athletic ability and the speed they have, I think they'll go ahead and go for it. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and right here you have to make a decision if you're Independence. Do you want to play some quarters, drop back and keep everything in front of you? And if you don't rush enough, Riker Brown can beat you with his legs. So.
Well, Bluefield's going to burn a timeout, and this is a very big play, and that's Bluefield's second timeout, so they have one left. There's 4:34 left in the first half. It's 20-7 is the score, as you can see on your screen. Bluefield leading. So, Eric, put your coaching hat on. If you're Independence, what are you thinking here right now?
That's it's a tough decision, but I think with the down and distance, I'm going to play a little zone, but I'm going to try to find a way to bring some heat. You can't let Riker set back there. You're going to have to bring some heat, maybe flush them out, and hopefully tackle them before they get the first down.
On that last play on third down, they had a man open. Independence playing zone. They had a man open, and they just didn't make the connection. So I don't think you want to go man coverage here. So you may want to play zone and maybe a little token pressure. And if they throw up underneath, you've got to make the tackle if you're Independence.
Yeah, and just be sound, defensively and tackling because you don't want to give up any yards after the catch, any yaks right there. But so we'll see what Independence dials up, and this is a big play in this first half.
It's 4th and 17. They have the ball at the Independence 39. They got to get to the 22-yard line. 20-7 is the lead in favor of Bluefield, and Independence has turned the ball over twice. It cost them dearly once as Bluefield able to get a scoop and score, and the other time it didn't cost them. It cost them a possession, but it didn't cost them any points. So here's a big play on fourth down. Riker Brown, the quarterback, has twin receivers to each side, works out of the shotgun, puts Green in motion, takes the snap, fakes it to Green, set, throwing the home run ball down the middle of the field. It is incomplete. I thought for a minute it was going to be caught, and it's incomplete, and Independence will take over on their own 39-yard line.
And Trey Bowers does a good job again in the secondary. He has a nose for the football. We can watch it on the instant replay here, Maris, on the little general instant replay. Riker Brown has a lot of time to throw it, and as he releases it, Trey Bauer peels off his man and was able to get a hand on the ball, actually.
So, on downs, it'll go over to Independence on their own 39-yard line. I beg your pardon, on their own 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Here's Logan Phelan, keeps it, takes it to the outside. He's across the 35. He's up over the 40, and he gets about 7 or 8 yards on 1st down.
Little laundry.
Yep.
It looks like it may be a hold.
And it's going to come back. Yep. That's a hold on Independence. There's the official giving the indication. So that will wipe out, which is going to nice gain on 1st down by Logan Phelan.
Yeah, and it looks like Michael Cheek may not come back in the game, so we have a new offensive lineman in there for Independence and at the left guard position.
So that'll take the ball back inside the 25, take the ball back to the 24-yard line and make it 1st and 20 for Independence on their own 24-yard line. 20-7 is the lead. You can see on your screen, Bluefield leading 4:21 for the half. So it'll be Logan Phelan. He'll bring him up. Out of the pistol set, Atticus Goodson lines up behind him. Phelan gets the snap, gives the ball to Goodson. He breaks a tackle. He gets up over the 25, and he falls forward to about the 27, 28-yard line, depending on where they put him down at.
Yeah, Atticus, other than the big run in the first quarter, I think he picked up 57 yards on his first run, and he was setting probably at 69 yards, but it's been tough sledding after that for Atticus. Is at 89 yards right now in the first half.
Yeah, put him down at the 28-yard line. 2nd down. Goodson will get the call. He's trying to break it to the outside. He's over the 30, up over the 35, and carries the pile out to about the 39-yard line. That's a good hard run by Goodson, and it'll bring up a 3rd down for the Patriots.
Yeah, 3rd down and manageable now, so probably a 3rd and 5 here for the Patriots offense. So they have to, the Independence Patriots have to figure out a way to pass the ball.
They have not been able to get the big play outside of the one run that Atticus Goodson had on the touchdown drive. They really have. Bluefield has kept them in check. So here's a big 3rd and 5 on their own 39. Phelan waiting for the shotgun snap. Long count. Takes the snap. Here's a handoff. Goodson up inside. He takes a shot. He's going to fall forward, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's going to be short. He's going to be probably about a half a yard short of the 1st down. And now, Eric, it's decision time.
Yep. Big decision time here, Mariners. You don't really want to get a ball over on the plus side of the field. So
they're going to measure to see or no, and maybe there's going to time out, but I think they are going to measure.
It looks like it's going to be probably a half a football short.
And Independence is going to take their 2nd time out. So this is a very big play, obviously, in this game, 20-7, because if you don't make it, you're going to give the ball to Bluefield for a short field on your end of the field.
Yeah, but I think Coach Lilly wants to see exactly how close it is.
He's got to get to about a half a yard, not even that far. He's almost there.
Well, I think that's a first
He might
down.
even have it. He's got a
first down. Good call.
Yeah.
Hey, it's so bad you had to burn a timeout to get, to actually get the measurement, but.
Well, yeah, because you would think that they'd be able to see that anyway of where they spotted the ball.
Well, Maris, I know a couple area teams like the Mullins Rebels. I know they had a chain gang. If you needed half a link, they would get it. That's the old stories I hear. Yeah. They said they'd run out sideways.
I don't know if there's any truth to that. I'll plead the 5th on all of that. I don't know nothing about all that. Here comes Independence with the 1st down. They're going to give the ball to Goodson. He's going to come to the near side. He breaks a tackle. He gets it to the outside. He's across midfield. He's on the move inside the 40 and gets down to the 38-yard line of Bluefield, a 1st down, and a nice run by Atticus Goodson.
Yeah, and then I guess Independence, well, I don't guess they're going to stick with what's got them this far for 4 years. This guy's been a horse, so ride your horse to victory. But they have to figure out a way to get their wideouts involved, and Trey Bowers and Judah Price and Cyrus Goodson.
They'll put him down at the 37 of Bluefield, a 1st down. Here goes Price in motion, 2:28 left in the half. Here's Phelan, reverse pivot. He's in trouble, and he falls forward, and he's able to make a positive play of what could have been a very negative play, and they'll give him a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, and he was lucky to get that. You're right, correct, Maris. Great penetration by the defensive front right there. I think that play was just a little slow developing, too. Against speed, you need to.
Twin receivers to the top of the screen, 2nd and 9. Phelan takes the snap to throwing the deep ball. Double coverage, and it's going to be intercepted. Bluefield picks it off, and that's the third Independence turnover, as once again it was in double coverage, and picking that ball off for Bluefield is going to be Fields. He's the same young man that had the scoop and score, so Bluefield turns Independence away, and the Patriots have turned it over for the third time.
Yeah, and Sincere Fields here is just a sophomore. So young guys making plays, a scoop and score, and just how he probably dreamed about it last night, Mares.
So Independence will turn it over, and the ball's down inside the 5-yard line where Bluefield will take over. So the Beavers will have it on their own 4-yard line to start this possession. 1st and 10 Bluefield from their own 4-yard line. And you got to take care of the ball if you're Bluefield down in here. And Brown takes the snap. Will hand the ball to Hairston. There's nowhere to go. And Bluefield, Independence there, slams the door on him for no gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Bluefield on their own 4-yard line. And here's the thing, too, Eric, with Independence burning 2 timeouts, with 1:35 and counting, they've only got 1 timeout, so they really can't use the timeouts to maybe try to force a punt, down here in the hole.
Yeah, but if you're Independence here defensively, you'd be satisfied with just trying to get out of the half right here without giving up, any scores, and try to regroup here at halftime.
Here's going to be a running play. Bluefield trying to get the ball out of their hole, out of back of their own end zone. Harrison will carry it. He'll get the ball over the 5. Gets the ball out to the 6-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 8 coming up for Bluefield on their own 6-yard line. So 20-7 is the lead, and Bluefield wants to be very careful. We're under a minute, and Bluefield just wants to milk much of this clock as they can, punt, and get into the locker room.
And I think if you're Independence, you're kind of content with that, Maris, because you just want to get in. You're going to receive the second half kick and maybe try to come up with some way to get a passing game going.
So 3 turnovers in the first half, and one really hurt was a scoop and score. As now Bluefield may call a timeout as we're down to 1 second on the play clock, and Bluefield will burn their final timeout. But, Eric, definitely adjustments will have to be made at halftime for Independence, as they're 2 scores behind. But last week against Roan, they were down at the half, but it was only 8-6. It was only 2 points. Now they're 2 full scores behind going in the locker room here.
And the 1 score was a big time mistake by your offense to extend the lead for Bluefield. So if you're Independence, we'll go over the keys, but you really have to figure out a way to get Judah Price, Trey Bowers, and Cyrus involved. Whether you're not just throwing a deep ball, with some bubble screens, you got to dig deep in your playbook. You have to come up with something that you haven't used early in the year.
Well, I think you don't want the game to get away from you for sure, and I think that if Bluefield was to score next, I think that would really put Independence in a really terrible bind. Independence has got to score to cut it within a 1-score game, I think, really to make a push.
In striking distance. Yeah, you have to keep it within striking distance. You can't trade scores from here on out, that's for sure, because you're already down 2 scores.
So out of the timeout, there's 29 seconds left here in the first half. Bluefield will have it 3rd down, 3rd and 8 on their own 6. Brown works out of the gun, takes the snap, hands the ball to Hairston. He'll try to get to the edge, and he gets hit. He breaks a tackle, and he gets out and gets a 1st down. And that's one thing. You didn't want him to break one for the distance, and he almost did.
And he was a 1 tackle away from spinning out of that and taking it to where he's used to going, the end zone.
And with that run, that's a 1st down out to the 16. They probably just this will probably be the final play. In fact, they won't even have to run. They won't even have to run a play, and they'll just get in the locker room as we're down to the final 10 seconds remaining of the first half. And let's see, they will snap it one more time. They will. They'll run the ball to Hairston. He'll come to the near side. He crosses the 20, the 25. He's up over the 30, and they knock him out of bounds on the near side, and that's the final play of the first half. So at the break, Bluefield on the road trying to make it back to Wheeling. They lead Independence by the score of 20-7. We'll come back. We'll recap the first half. We'll have the numbers, the team, and individual totals as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinals.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. GROSE. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
It's time to start planning for new vinyl siding for your home. People know Window World for the best value in windows, but that's just the beginning, because we install beautiful siding as well. Window World has energy of company that stands behind their work. We take pride in our employees and appreciate our customers. Now that's Window World difference. Start planning your siding remodel today. Call Window World of Beckley today for your free estimate.
The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug.
And we welcome you back to Coal City, West Virginia, here at Independence High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Also this afternoon on stats, as always, is Chris Farish. Andrew Bowling is producing and directing. And the heavy hitter, our main man, Mr. Nick Eskins, is on camera. And as you can see at the break, Bluefield's in front 20-7. And Eric, Bluefield had a nice drive. They were able to go down on the first possession, get in the end zone, but Independence was able to answer it back. But since then, Bluefield able to tack on 2 scores, a drive, and also a scoop and score, and 20-7 is the lead.
Second turnover was after a big run by Atticus Goodson, and sometimes big runs like that. Some people say blow the whistle up, and in the second half get some of their start.
I think that if I told you before the game started that Independence would have 2 fumbles and an interception, and one of those fumbles would be a scoop and score, I would think if you're Independence, you'd think to be down only 20-7, it would be a lot worse than that. But Independence very fortunate it is only 20-7.
Yeah, and receiving the second half kickoff here, if you're Independence, you're very fortunate to be down 20-7. You have to figure out a way, to get some points on the board and get back in the striking distance.
Of course, as I mentioned, the winner of this game here this afternoon will take on the winner of tonight's games or tomorrow. And then, of course, as I mentioned, Wheeling the Super 6 next week. The AA game is next Friday, December 3rd at 7 o'clock. The AAA game is Saturday the 4th at noon. And then we'll put a wrap on the bow as we wrap up the season for the high school football season with the 7 o'clock Class Single A game in Wheeling next Saturday. We'll take a break, come back. Eric will give you the numbers, team and individual of the first half. 20-7 is the lead, as you can see on your screen. Bluefield in front of Independence. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on video production.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. Side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars. Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
At Pioneer Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even plumbing and heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School. At the break, as you can see on your screen, Bluefield in front of Independence by the score of 20-7. And for the team and individual totals of the first half, here's Eric.
Independence, Bluefield had a great defensive first half. They held Independence to 165 total yards. None in the passing game. Independence was 0 for 2. Logan Phelan was 0 for 2 in passing with 1 interception. Leading the way on the ground, of course, is Atticus Goodson. He had 14 carries for 138 yards, but 57 of those yards came on one play.
Carry, yeah.
So in between that play and his last carry, he's pretty much been held in check. Logan Phelan has 5 carries for 12, and Judah Price has just touched the ball 2 times for 15 yards. Right now, that's the difference in the game. I think that we said that some teams were going to have to make Independence one-dimensional, which they have to this point. So Bluefield has 225 yards of total offense, 176 on the ground, and 49 in the air. And it's the battle of the running backs right now with Amir Harrison leading the way with 18 carries, 148 yards. He hasn't punched it in yet because Riker Brown, the quarterback, has carried it 8 times for 28 yards and 2 scores. Brown is also 5 of 14 for 49 yards, and 3 of those strikes have been first down throws.
And for Bluefield, out of their 3 touchdowns, 2 of those nice drives, a 7-play, 57-yard drive, and a 10-play, 80-yard drive. The 3rd touchdown was a scoop and score, so that's how they got their 3 touchdowns. For Independence, they had a nice touchdown drive. They had a 9-play, 77-yard drive, and that's where we are at the break. 20-7 is the lead in favor of Bluefield here at Coal City, West Virginia, on a very brisk Friday afternoon. And Eric, to everybody up here in the press box, I think everybody is delightful that this was a Friday afternoon game as opposed to being played tonight.
Yeah, we kind of jumped for joy when we saw it was a 1:30 game, afternoon matinee, so to speak, on Black Friday. It frees up a lot of time in the evenings to do something that's not as cold as it would be tonight.
Well, the winner of this game will face the winner of the other AA semifinal that will take place later tonight, and that is Fairmont and Polka. And, of course, the 2 teams that come victorious from today and will meet next Friday night at Wheeling Island Stadium for the AA championship game. We'll go ahead and take a break as the score is 20-7 in favor of Bluefield, as you are watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Production.
As a former college football player, I know that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. GROSE. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud
And we welcome you back to Independence High School, and we're moments away of getting the second half started. As you can see there on your screen, 20-7 is the lead for Bluefield. Bluefield scored first, went up 7-0. Bluefield, rather than Independence, had a drive that matched Bluefield's first possession to tie it at 7. Bluefield then went up by the score of 13-7, and then Bluefield got a defensive touchdown, a scoop and score, to go up 20-7. Bluefield touchdowns were by 2 touchdown runs by their quarterback Stryker Brown, and that scoop and score by the young man Fields, while Logan Phelan had the 2-yard touchdown run for Independence. So 20-7 is the lead as we get ready to start the second half, and Independence will receive the second half kickoff here in this Class AA semifinal. The other AA semifinal will take place tonight, and that'll take place at Polka, as it'll be Fairmont Senior taking on Polka. The 2 winners will meet next Friday night at Wheeling Island Stadium as part of the Super 6. The AA game will be next Friday night, the AAA championship game next Saturday afternoon, and then the single A game will be on Saturday night up at Wheeling Island Stadium. So we are moments away of getting the second half started. Independence has made their way back out onto the field, and as I'm talking, Bluefield now making their way back out onto the field. We mentioned that since 1995, Bluefield has played in the state AA championship game 11 times, going 5-6. So they have quite a pedigree of their history. And then prior to that, in AAA, Bluefield won 6 AAA championships from 1959 to 1984. So overall, 11 high school football championships for Bluefield, 6 in Class AAA and 5 in Class AA. So both teams back out and trying to get loose, and we'll have the captains meeting at the center of the field to see which way that Bluefield will kick off. But it will be the Patriots getting the first possession, Eric. And, Eric, I think it's really big that even if you don't score, that definitely if you're Independent, you don't go 3 and out.
Yeah, you definitely can't go 3 and out, but I really think this possession is a must-score possession. I don't want to put that kind of pressure on the Independence offense, but I think they know what's at stake right here. If you don't come out and get some first downs and move the football, you're on the verge of maybe getting blown out of this.
So 20-7 is the lead. Bluefield across the way around their longtime head coach Freddie Simon. Freddie Simon has coached 77 playoff games. That's quite amazing. And of course, when you look at the staff at Independence, that's quite a staff there, because you've got a lot of longtime coaches that at one point were head coaches.
Yeah, and we said there was a lot of experience on that sideline, on both sidelines. It's a who's who of Southern West Virginia football coaching in this game right now.
Okay, so here we are as we're ready to start the second half. And we are still right about 30 degrees here in Coal City, West Virginia, as Independence will get the ball, as I mentioned, to start the second half. And it'll be Independence. We'll just say which way they'll be going, as the captains are out at the center of the field. Atticus Goodson for Independence and Stryker Brown for Bluefield. And looks like Bluefield is going to kick off right to left. So left to right will be Independence, where they'll be headed when we get the second half started. And crowd is settled back in. What a nice crowd we have. I'm glad you're with us here on video production this afternoon. Hope you and your family had a great holiday, a great Thanksgiving, as we're moments away of getting the second half started. Excuse me. So Independence getting their final instructions down below. Bluefield getting their final instructions across the way on the far sideline. And we're ready for this second half to begin, with Bluefield in front, as you can see on your screen, or will be able to see on your screen momentarily, 20-7. So Bluefield will tee it up. They'll tee it up between the 40s. Going back for Independence will be Judah Price and Trey Bowers. And it'll be Bowers on the far side, Judah Price here on the near side. And so, Eric, we're ready to go. Second half, Bluefield up 20-7 as the Beavers tee it up.
Yeah, if you're Independence right here, even on special teams, you may need to try to get something, going on with a big run, a big return here on special teams. But probably look for Bluefield to squib it to the middle of the field. They had pretty good success on two of the all three kickoffs in the first half.
So here we go. Second half is underway. Here comes the kick. This is going to be returnable about the 18-yard line on the far side, as Bowers up over the 20, 25-30, gets a good return as he gets up over the 35, and they're going to get the ball out to about the 37, 38-yard line. It's a nice starting position for Independence on their first possession of the second half.
And right here, let's see what they came up with here at halftime. Get this offense going a little bit.
So they'll put the ball down at the 38-yard line, and Independence will be working left to right on your screen. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 20-7 the lead for Bluefield. Logan Phelan will bring them out. Phelan will have twin receivers here to the near sideline, to the bottom of your screen. He'll work with Atticus Goodson behind him in the pistol set. Phelan out of the gun, waits on the snap. Takes the snap and gives the ball to Goodson. He comes to the near side, and he is nowhere to go. It looked like there for a minute, Eric, that was going to be a nice gain, and then all of a sudden Bluefield slams the door on him.
Yeah, right there I think Atticus, he had the edge. I don't know why he stopped. I think if he'd have kept running, he would have picked up 3 or 4 yards there.
He only gets one on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Independence on their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, he has to realize against the team like the caliber of Bluefield, some of those cutbacks are not there. You got to take what the defense gives you.
So it'll be out of the gun with the pistol set. Reverse pivot for Logan Phelan. He'll try to get to the edge. He's across the 40. He's got a block. He's got a first down. Cross midfield and ran out of bounds inside Bluefield territory. About the Bluefield, let's see where they put him out, about the 47-yard line, but a nice run and a first down for Independence.
Yeah, one of the few times that the Independence offense was able to gain the edge and get some positive yards on Bluefield's. They have a fast defense. Secondary, really great closing speed. They come up and tackle well.
Yeah, first down, Phelan able to get the ball across midfield at the 48-yard line of Bluefield. So they'll run out of the pistol set again with Atticus Goodson right behind Logan Phelan, the Independence quarterback, out of the gun. They'll give the ball to Goodson. He'll come near side. He'll try to get to the edge. He cuts it up inside. He's got a first down inside the 40, down inside the 35-yard line, and another good run and a first down for the Patriots.
Well, that's exactly the first play that they ran and where he stopped, and this time I have to commend him. He got to the edge, and you take what the defense can get you because – the first guy coming up very rarely tackles Atticus Goodson.
Yeah, that's a 16-yard gain. It'll be a first down for the Patriots at the Bluefield 32-yard line. This is the first series of the second half. As you can see on your screen, 20-7 the lead for Bluefield, as there's 10:15 counting remaining third quarter. They'll have twin receivers to the top of your screen. Out of the gun, Phelan takes it, keeps it himself, cuts it up inside. He's inside the 30, and he falls forward and gets to about the 28-yard line of Bluefield.
Yeah, and good job by Phelan right there, just to follow his blockers, cut it up in, and get what the defense gives you, because you're not going to outrun a lot of the guys. So you just got to get the tough yards in between the tackles.
They put him down at the 29, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Patriots. And now, Eric, that they're inside the 30, I agree. I think this is a must touchdown, a much scoring drive for Independence.
Yeah, and right now they have the offense moving, but look for Beavers to turn up the heat here.
Here's a handoff to Goodson. He bangs inside, tries to move the pile. They get the pile down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that was a big collision there.
And it's going to be a third down coming up, as they'll put the ball down right at the Bluefield 25.
Yeah, the Independence offense right now is playing as if the season is on the line here, Maris.
So 2 downs to get this 3 yards. They have the ball at the 25-yard line. Actually, they need 2 yards here on third down. Clock turning, 9.5 remaining third quarter. First possession of the second half. Phelan waits on the shotgun snap, gets it, keeps it himself, cuts it inside. He's got a first down and more. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 15, takes a big hit, and falls down inside to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a first and goal for the Patriots.
A little
and
laundry,
flag.
a little laundry on. I think it's going to be a hold, and it was past the first down mark as well.
If we can get the replay on this, because you're right, he really didn't need to hold because he was already passed. As we watch the instant replay, the Little General instant replay, Eric, that's the end of the play. We didn't catch it up inside.
Yeah, that was a huge play there. It's a spot foul or penalty, not a foul. So that will put it third and probably about 7 now. That was a big play in this game, and that was well past the first down mark.
Yeah, a huge play because you go from a first and goal to 3rd and 7 at the 30. So first and goal at the 10. Now you're backed up, as you mentioned, 3rd down 7 for Independence at the Bluefield 30 on that holding penalty. So here is the Patriots. Logan Phelan with the pistol set, takes the snap, hands the ball to Atticus Goodson. He'll go inside, and that's tough sledding. He gets a yard or 2, and that's it. Bluefield slams the door, and it'll bring up a 4th down play.
And you know what's been suspiciously missing from this drive, personnel-wise, and here he comes. Judah Price has not been in, this whole possession.
Well, this is such a big play in the game. This is a 4th down. That penalty really hurt Independence. Can they overcome it with this big 4th down play at the Bluefield 28? They got to get to the 22. They'll need 6 yards on the 4th down play.
Through the years, we've been covering Independence this year. They've had a knack for, picking it up. But this is a big, big play.
Twin receivers to the bottom of your screen, out of the shotgun. Phelan waits on the snap. He gets it. It's going to be a reverse. Judah Price, he's got the edge. He's got some block. He cuts it back inside. He's going to get a first down. That's a nice and a flag at the end of the play.
I think it's going to be – is it going to be a late hit maybe?
I'm not sure, but that's going to be a first down. The one official already pointed toward Independence, so looks like it's going to knock out a first down, maybe a holding penalty.
Let's get this instant replay here.
Let's see if we can watch the replay. It was a well-designed play, and let's see if we can get the instant replay here.
And it was a super late flag. They may flag Trey Bowers here.
Here it comes. And you see the reverse. Price has got the edge, and they're calling a hold on the receiver there on the far sideline.
And
that's what they called.
That's pretty close there.
So that's the second holding penalty that is nullified in Independence first down, and that'll take the ball back to the 31-yard line, and it'll be 4th down again. Wow.
Another big play, and what we talked about earlier the year is coming to fruition.
That's right, penalties.
And that one was pretty borderline, but that was a big.
That was a tough call.
That was a tough call.
That's a tough call at any time, but especially with what's at stake in this game.
Yep. So now you're going
trips. Here comes the snap. They're going to roll Goodson. He looks to throw. He throws out there, and it's caught for a first down.
Goodson to Goodson.
Wow. Atticus Goodson rolls out, and he throws it, and Cyrus Goodson comes back and makes a diving catch, a first down for Independence at the 10-yard line. What a big play in this game.
Yeah, and they thought like the Bluefield defense, thought what we thought. Why are you lining Atticus up right there? And he shows – he plays baseball, so he has a great arm, and that was Goodson to Goodson. That sounds like a law firm.
Right, that's a 21-yard connection, and what a huge play on 4th down for Independence. First and goal at the 10. 7:20 and counting, third quarter. As you can see on your screen, Independence is down 20-7. Trying to get back in it with a score here. Here's a give to Addison Goodson. He's up inside. He finds the end zone, and he fights his way over Bluefield defenders and gets in the end zone for a touchdown. A very impressive drive as Independence goes 62 yards in 8 plays. They get a 10-yard run from Atticus Goodson, and they trim the lead to 20-13, and Independence overcame 2 holding plays on that series. And now Independence trying to get within a score, within a touchdown. Well, they're within a touchdown now, but now a touchdown and extra point. They make this extra point and try to trim it to 6.
Yeah, and they were able to overcome, 2 key penalties, and this is a huge extra point here.
Snap is down, the hold is good, and the kick is also good. And your new score is now Bluefield 20, Independence 14, 7:10 remaining third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Production.
Looking to sell your vehicle? Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Motley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Well, that touchdown drive coming out of the locker room has got this crowd fired up. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It takes a big bounce down to the inside the 30, the 25, and Independence is all over it. And Independence got the momentum, Eric, as they start the second half on a nice drive. It was an 8-play, 62-yard drive. They overcame 2 holding penalties, and Atticus Goodson a 10-yard run, and Independence back in it trails now only 20-14.
And the big key play was that Atticus Goodson pass to his brother Cyrus Goodson down the right sideline to pick up a huge first down, and they were able to turn it into points.
So Bluefield will take over now on their own 29-yard line. Their first possession of the second half. 20-14 is now the lead. They'll work with Riker Brown out of the shotgun. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, throws it. It's caught. And making the catch is going to see who that is. Hauling that in is going to be Flack. And Flack will get the ball up over the 35-yard line out to the 30, put him at the 38-yard line, and got 9 on first down.
And Jayon Flack has been able to sit in that zone and pick up key pass plays on the slant. So Independence is going to have to figure out a way to maybe get up on. You don't want to play press coverage here because of the speed of the wideout. 2nd and 1. Here's a carry to Hairston, and Hairston, I don't think he's going to get there. He did not make it. So it goes for no gain and brings up third down. Yeah, the Independence was able to slam the door that time. It looked right for a second there was an opening, so this will bring up a huge third down. In the previous playoff game, the Independence defense was able to get a stop early on in the third quarter on defense to get the ball back and gain the momentum. So 3rd and 1 for Bluefield. They have the ball on their own 38-yard line. Brown takes the snap, gives the ball, and it's going to be a loss in the backfield. It's Independence, after scoring a touchdown, comes up big and forces a 3-and-out. And that's Jordan Harvey, and Jordan Harvey has had a knack all year, to get big plays on defense, and this is going to force a punt if you're flip the field, and maybe Judah Price can get involved in this football game here. And the momentum, Independence got it when they were able to score on that first drive and overcome 2 big penalties and score, and now kick off and have a 3-and-out, and they should get the ball in good field position. As Cyrus Goodson will go to the far side, Judah Price here to the near side, standing about their own 35-yard line, waiting on the punt. Here's the snap. There's the kick. It's a pretty good kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 40, and looks like it's just going to die there, and Independence is going to get great field position as Independence will have the ball. Looks like to be right there about their 38-yard line. 39 is where they'll put it down. So there's where Independence will start on their own 39-yard line, and the Patriots now have the momentum, and they have yet to lead in the ball game. And
they have a chance on this drive to go down and tie it and perhaps take the lead.
Yeah, a lot of life, on the Independence sideline now, and a lot of life in the crowd. Able to get this home crowd back into it, and they were real methodical in that last drive. And right now, you just need to keep going to the well, so to speak, and figure out how to sprinkle in a couple other players like Trey Bowers and Cyrus Goodson.
So on their own 39, here's a give. The give is to Goodson. He crosses the 40. They're trying to tackle the ball, and he was hanging on to it for dear life as he gets across the 40 to the 41, and he'll pick up 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and a good job of Atticus of putting 2 hands and arms around the football, because Bluefield's definitely trying to strip the ball and gang tackle this big back.
4:50 and counting, as you can see on your screen, left here in the third quarter. Bluefield up 20-14, second down, 8 coming up for Independence. Have the ball on their own 41. They have twin receivers to the top of your screen. Goodson will work out of the shotgun with Goodson behind him in the pistol set. Logan Phelan waits on the snap, long count, 6 on the play clock. He takes the snap, hands the ball to Goodson. Goodson trying to get to the edge, cuts back inside. He looked like he was going to have big yardage on the outside, Eric, but Bluefield forced him inside, and he comes up just shy of the 45. That's a minimal gain of 3, bringing up third down.
Yeah, but that time I think Atticus did a great job of taking what the defense gave him right here. If we can watch this on the instant replay, on the Little General instant replay, if you try to pop it outside here, Maris, against the speed of the defense, you're not going to get any yards. Just take what you can get.
So here's a big third down play for Independence. Have the ball on their own 44-yard line. They need 5 here on third down. Here's Logan Phelan out of the shotgun, takes the snap, keep it himself. He's going to have a first down and more as he crosses midfield, and he plows inside the Bluefield 45 to the Bluefield 44-yard line. What a hard run that was from quarterback Logan Phelan.
Big-time punishing run right here, the C. Adam Toney instant replay, and the momentum is right now squarely with Independence, and Logan Phelan's running downhill and punishing tacklers as on his way to a first down.
So 1st and 10 for Independence at the Beaver 44-yard line. Independence is yet to lead in the game. They trail now 20-14. They'll run with Goodson. He'll come here to the near side, try to cut it back inside. He's still not done yet. He's just a hard runner, and as you mentioned many times, Eric, not just today, but through the course of the season, he's never going down on the first contact.
The first guy, I don't think all season. Maybe one time against in the Nicholas County game, one player tackled him, early in. When he's picking up that head of steam, he reminds me like a throwback running back, a big John Riggins when he played for Washington. But here, if you look, offensively they changed their set, and if you look defensively, what Bluefield's doing, they've gone from they're not playing 2 safeties high now. They're stacking the box.
Yeah. So that last play gained 3 yards. It'll be 2nd 7 at the 41. Phelan waits on the snap. Long count, and he's not going to get it off. The play clock's going to run out, and Independence called a timeout just to avoid the delay of game. And, boy, that's a big timeout because you're going to, in a tight game like this, you need those timeouts coming down the stretch.
Yeah,
and they didn't get the playoff, or they got the play clock had ran down, and that's why they had to call the timeout.
Absolutely, but that was a great timeout because you don't need to get a penalty there. Yeah, you're moving the ball right now, so great timeout. You might miss it later, but it's better to go ahead and do that instead of take the penalty.
You got to coach for now what's in front of you. You can't wait till later, but I agree with you. I mean, because the momentum, you don't want to take a penalty in that situation with the momentum that Independence has, but I'm just saying is you'd hope that you could get the play in a little quicker so you wouldn't have to take that timeout.
And if you're Independence, you should take solace in something that I'm recognizing, and then viewers, you should watch it a little bit too. Seems like right now they're wearing on the front 4 of Bluefield. It's kind of wearing them down, and it's cold on both sides, so trying to tackle a big back like Atticus can wear on you.
So out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Independence at the Bluefield 41. 20-14, you can see on your screen the lead for Bluefield is this third quarter has really flown by. We're down to 2:42. Bluefield's only had the ball 1 possession, 3 and out in this third quarter. Independence has done their job as far as that's concerned. Here's Judah Price. He cuts it inside. He's got a first down as he spins inside the 35. I thought he got right to the marker, and it should be enough for an Independence first down at the 34, even the 33.
Yeah, well, they went back to the old smash and dash, and right now Atticus has been smashing, and Judah comes in and picks up. I think he has 3 carries, and 2 of the carries have gone for first downs. he does whatever you need. I like Judah Price. He's a player. He's a team player. You know it's killing him to being on the sidelines right now.
It's a first down at the 34 of Bluefield. 2:20 and counting, third quarter. Logan Phelan will bring them up. He'll survey the defense.
Now, right now, if you're Independence, at the bottom of your screen is man coverage.
Phelan will keep it. Phelan trying to cut inside, just nowhere to go, and that's not going to gain anything. And that's a nice defensive play that time by the Bluefield Beavers. And stepping up to make that play will be Reginald Hairston.
Let's get this instant replay if we can before this next play. Little General instant replay. The hole was there. I just think Phelan, he cut back into the tackler.
Yeah.
So the guy that made the tackle was behind him. You have to run north-south, not east-west.
They'll give him a yard down to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 9 for Independence. And here's Logan Phelan, the quarterback. Goodson behind him in the pistol set. He'll give the ball to Goodson. Goodson off the right side. He's inside the 30. He breaks a tackle. He's not done. He's inside the 20. And they wrestle him down inside the 15, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another Independence first down.
Yeah, and right now, this big back is wearing on this Bluefield Beaver defense, and kudos to the offensive line of Independence. They've come out and put their hands in the ground and, moving some people up front.
It's a 22-yard run, a first down for Independence at the 11, so they can still get a first down without scoring by getting the ball to the 1-yard line. They have the ball at the 11. 1:15 and counting, and Independence has done. They've kept Bluefield's offense off the field in this third quarter. Reverse pivot by Logan Phelan, cuts it inside, and he'll gain a couple yards. As I mentioned, Eric, Bluefield's only had the ball for 3 plays and a punt in this third quarter. Independence has dominated the time of possession here in the third.
And which we said was key. We said it was imperative that Independence scored on the first drive of the second half. And the best way to keep Amir Harrison from running all over you is to keep him on the sideline and keep the ball.
So it'll be second down, the ball at the 9. So it'll be 8 for a first down, 9 for the touchdown. We're under a minute left here in the third quarter. Independence trying to get the game tied as they trail 20-14. Out of the shotgun, Phelan gives the ball to Goodson. Goodson up inside, and he finds the end zone for a touchdown. And with 37 seconds left in the third quarter, Independence has tied it up. A nice drive. That's a 9-play, 61-yard drive, and we're all even at 20. Independence at one point trailed in this game 20-7, and now they're an extra point away from taking their first lead of the game.
And if you think about it, Maris, their first scoring drive of the second half was 8 plays, 62 yards. So they went 9 plays and 61 yards. So back-to-back great drives to put the Independence Patriots.
And for the lead, the extra point is no good. So the two things that have really hampered Independence all year is reared its ugly head, the missed extra points and the penalties. But the Independence sideline is jacked up because they're back in the game, and now we've got a heck of a football game as we thought we'd have, Eric. We're all even, 20 apiece, as we have just 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. But once again, a outstanding drive, a 9-play, 61-yard drive for Independence. And as you mentioned, Eric, the drive before, an 8-play, 62-yard drive. So Independence has ran 17 plays to Bluefield's 4, 3, and a punt.
And that's the way to get back in the football game. And also the defense stepped up big and got a huge 3-and-out on Bluefield's only possession of the third period. So you were able to erase a 2-score deficit, and now it's a new ball game.
And Eric, what was even bigger than that, if you remember, Bluefield got 9 yards on the first down and then didn't make a first down. Independence held them on 2nd and 1 and then third, threw them for a loss.
And I said it was the exact same situation in the Roane County game where they were able to have a 3rd and 1 and tackle Bluefield for a loss.
The Independence crowd now back in it as they've rallied to tie the game at 20. Here comes the kickoff. It's a squibber, and Bluefield's able to go down on it, and they will get the ball right there about the 37-yard line. So Bluefield's going to have excellent field position. But this is only their second possession of the second half. As I mentioned, they went 3-and-out the first time they had the ball. So they're going to put them down at the 37-yard line, it looks like, and that's where Bluefield will have the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line as we're here coming to the closing seconds of the third quarter with just 36 seconds left here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, expect to see zero panic out of this well-coached Bluefield Beaver team.
So here's Riker Brown. Bring him up to the line. They'll hand the ball off. Here's a run to the right side. They'll get up to the 40 and pull down at the 40. Got a new player into the ball game. Well, new running back, the new player is going to be Jamal Floyd.
Yeah, Jamel Floyd does a good job. A little change of pace here. Amir Harrison got a lot of action in the first half. He carried the ball 20 times already in the game, so that's a lot of carries on a cold day.
He gained 3, gets out to the 40. I don't know if they'll get a playoff. This will be the final play of the third quarter. I don't know if they'll get the playoff. They do. Here's a throw, and it's caught for a minimal gain. So that will be the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, your score, Independence 20, Bluefield 20. We're headed for a heck of a fourth quarter as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
It's time to start planning for new vinyl siding for your home. People know Window World for the best value in windows, but that's just the beginning, because we install beautiful siding as well. Window World has energy-efficient, form-fitting panels along with a company that stands behind their work. We take pride in our employees and appreciate our customers. Now that's Window World difference. Start planning your siding remodel today. Call Window World of Beckley today for your free estimate.
Ready to go to the fourth quarter in a great game, which we thought we would have here this afternoon in Coal City, all even at 20 apiece. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for Independence on their own 43, for Bluefield rather, on their own 43. Here's Riker throwing it out. It's intercepted on the far side.
Cyrus Goodson
down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Independence.
Wow.
He takes it the distance
What
as
a
he
break.
jumped the route. Cyrus Goodson on the far side, and Independence place is going crazy as they take the lead 26-20 on a pick 6 by Cyrus Goodson.
And let's get this little general instant replay. This is a great play. Riker stares down the receiver. What a break on the ball by Cyrus Goodson. That's just how you're coached, and that guy's athletic and takes it to the house.
So each team is able to have a defensive score. Bluefield back in the first had a scoop and score, and now an interception return, and that's going to go for I have to go back and see the replay. I think it was like 52 yards.
Bluefield was not ready right there, and Independence did not kick.
Here's the snap. This is a big extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So your new score is Independence 27, Bluefield 20, 11:50 for the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Productions.
This one's for everyone who spends the amount of time it would take to watch a movie, agreeing on which movie to watch. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
And we're back, and wow, this crowd during that entire commercial break on its feet as Independence has rallied to take their first lead of the game. They were down 20-7 at halftime, and they've exploded in the second half, and they take a 27-20 lead as they got a pick 6 from Cyrus Goodson of 52 yards. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It's to Fields. He has it at the 35, and great coverage as Bluefield will take over. Judah Price down on the play to make the stop, and Bluefield will have it on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, so if you're Independence, though, you have to contain your emotions right here. Judah's a little excited right there. You don't want to aid this Bluefield offense with any kind of silly penalties.
But we've had a little bit of everything, Eric. Each team has got a defensive touchdown. Bluefield had a scoop and score for a touchdown back in the first half, and now none bigger, especially the timing of that pick 6 by Cyrus Goodson to give Independence their first lead as they lead lead 27-20. Here's Bluefield with it, 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. Here's a handoff, and there's a nice defensive play by Independence as they take it looks like it's going to be a jet sweep. It was a jet sweep. That was going to go to Flack, and Flack is tackled behind the line of scrimmage back to the 30-yard line.
We need to maybe check. There's no way to check, but Amir Harrison has not ran the ball this whole second half.
Yeah, and really hasn't. He hasn't been out there. I haven't really seen him. Actually, he ran the ball. No, I guess he didn't on that first drive. You're right. I don't think he's even been in the game. So here's Bluefield at the 30-yard line. There's a pass. Flack makes the catch, and he's hit immediately at the 35-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. As Bluefield had lost 6 yards on first down. They pick up 5 on that play. Actually 6 on that play, back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Bluefield on their own 36-yard line.
And the Independence defenders now are doing a good job of they've switched it up defensively. They brought in a couple. This is the nickel now. You have Karan in. 26 for Independence is Miller, I think, that's in. So they're matching the personnel packages of Bluefield now.
And Bluefield will now call a timeout. Independence called one earlier, and it paid off because Independence scored on that drive. Bluefield called one, so they're both down to 2 timeouts. And this is such a big play in the game with 10:43 left here in the fourth quarter, and Independence up 27-20. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Bluefield. They have the ball on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're Bluefield, it's going back to how it was with Independence. You at least have to pick up a first down. With all the momentum right now squarely on the Independence Patriots sideline, you need to pick up a first down here to really calm this momentum down.
Well, yeah, because if you look at Bluefield's second half possessions was a 3 and out. After you punted, Independence went and scored. Then you throw a pick 6. Now if you come back and have another 3 and out, the defense for Independence, the momentum is definitely with the home side and the Patriots. A big play in the ball game, 3rd down. 3rd and 10 for Bluefield. They have it at their own 36-yard line. They have receivers to both the top and the bottom of your screen. Striker out of the gun, takes the snap. Here's Harrison. And you want to know where he's been. There he is, and he breaks a tackle, but he's not going to get a first down. And I'm really surprised that they ran the ball in that 3rd down play.
Yeah, do you think that was a 2-down territory, manageable, to get a little more manageable right here? And expect Bluefield to go for this right here. And this is a ball. The ball game's not on the line here, but if you're Independence and you're able to turn them back here with this momentum and chew up the clock to end this game.
Yeah, you're right. If they're going to run it on 3rd down, you know you're going to go for it on 4th down, and they do. And Harrison has it, and he's going to cut up inside, and he's going to be short. He's not going to get there.
This spot.
He's not going to get there.
If it depends on who.
He had to get all the way.
This is the guy
out
to the near short sideline.
He's not there. He's a yard short. I can see it from here. He's a full yard short of what he needed. He had to get out to the 46. They put him down not quite at the 46. I think he's short. We're going to have a measurement, and what a big measurement it'll be. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to say I'm wrong. But on the initial spot, Eric, it looked like he is short.
Yeah, if we can watch the guy from the far side, which the visitor's sideline mares, he ran in, and let's go to this Seattle Tony instant replay, and if you can see. He needed the spot to gain was
right on the 46. He had to get right to the
46-yard line.
Check
out the ref at the top of the screen where he runs in, and if they go with the home side spot, it's going to be a yard short.
I think he's short. We'll see as they stretch the chains, and he is short, and that's what I thought all along. Independence will take over. So, Independence defense has stepped up. And you look at, like I said, Bluefield's possessions here in the second half. A 3 and out, a pick 6, and now they turn it over on downs, and Independence will take over. They have the ball at the Bluefield 46-yard line.
Yeah, big turn of events right there for Independence. And if you look, you're 10:06 away from making the trip up to Wheeling.
Right now, I wouldn't want to say that Bluefield's on the ropes, but right now Independence is hitting with some haymakers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They have the ball at the Beaver 46-yard line. Logan Phelan, the quarterback, as he has been all afternoon and all season. He takes the snap. Will give the ball to Goodson. Goodson up inside. Tough sledding as he gets down to the 40-yard line. And here's where I think you just want to pound and chew some clock up.
Yeah, and I do agree. Early on, you wanted to get all your players involved. But right now you just lean on this guy who's carried carried you, so to speak, for the last 4 years.
And here's another thing, positive yardage. That was a 6-yard gain on first down. There's 22 on the play clock. You can milk the clock down. We're approaching 9.5 left in the game. Independence up 27-20, as you can see on your screen. 15 on the play clock. Phelan works out of the gun. He has receivers to each, the top and bottom of your screen. He'll take the snap, keep it himself, cuts it to the outside. Now he's will get down up inside the 35, has a first down, and that was a nice play by Logan Phelan, and he wasn't coming down with just an arm tackle as he was able to take the ball inside the 35 and move the sticks for an Independence first down.
Yeah, let's get the instant replay here. I think see Adam Tony instant replay. If you look, Maris, Logan is not flashy. Logan Phelan's not flashy, but guess what? He's going to get you some tough yards. And that's just a play by a senior that's wanting to get to the state championship game.
That's an 8-yard gain down to the Bluefield 32. And like I said, the Independents can take their time and milk clock. 15 on the play clock before they break the huddle. There is going under 9 minutes on the game clock. 27-20 the lead for the Patriots. And they're trying to put some distance between them and Bluefield. 5 on the play clock now. Logan Phelan set, takes the snap, gives the ball to Goodson. Goodson comes to the near side, cuts it up inside. Once again, positive yardage. Down inside the 25, down to the Bluefield 24-yard line.
Hey, just straight ahead power football right now. Your hat's got to be off to the Independence offensive line. Has really controlled, this second half.
Yeah, it's been a tale of two halves, that's for sure. He picked up 8, did Goodson on first down. 2nd and 2, the ball at the Bluefield 24. Play clock at 17. Independence in no hurry. They have the ball in a 7-point lead. 8:15 and counting for the game. Logan Phelan, as he can see the play clock ahead of him, and he's 8. Now down to 7. Phelan sets, takes the snap, hands the ball to Goodson. Moves ahead, got a first down, just carrying bodies, just at will, inside the 20. And I think right now, Independence, as you mentioned, Eric, I think wearing Bluefield down, winning the war up front.
Yeah, they've won the war up front. And if you can remember in our pregame, I told you there was a 20-pound difference, across the board. And that kind of wears on a team in the cold, just getting it pretty much ran down their throats right now. So Bluefield's going to have to figure out a way to stack the box and come up with a negative play here. 1st and 10 for Independence at the 18 of Bluefield. Trips to the top of your screen, actually twins to the top of your screen. Phelan waits on the snap, gets it, reverse pivot, cuts up inside, and he's going to fall forward inside the 15. And once again, a nice positive gain as he'll get to the 14-yard line and pick up 4 on the play. Again, Logan Phelan just taking what the defense has given him, and he's doing a good job of not turning the ball over on those tough runs and up inside. And this is the key. This is the ball game on this drive. Well, it is. There's officials timeout, but Eric, when they snap the ball, we're going to be under 7 minutes to go in the game. If Independence go up 2 scores, that's going to make it really tough on Bluefield being down 2 scores, having to try to come back. And I'm also looking at your chart. If you can milk this clock away and win this ball game, Bluefield's had the ball 3 times in the second half, a pick 6, 1 3 and out, and maybe and lost it on and turned it over on downs. Turn it over on downs. So defense. So here's Independence now with 20 on the play clock. The game clock's at 6.5. They're milking the clock down. They have a 2nd down at the Bluefield 14. They're in no hurry. They got to get to the 8. Now we're under 10 on the play clock. Now Logan Phelan will go to work with 6 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Hands the ball to Atticus Goodson. They try to move the pile forward, and they get the ball down close to the 10-yard line. They stack him up right about the 10, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And what's good about this possession, if you're Independence, you can pick up a first down here and get another set of downs before you score. So this is a play up to this point on 3rd and 3. For the Independence offense. Let's see what they can come up with here. The ball's a shade outside the 10. They got to get to the 8-yard line to pick up a first down. 10 on the play clock as Logan Phelan checks things out. Make sure everybody's set. 5 on the play clock. Big 3rd down play. Phelan takes the snap. Guess who? Goodson gets the handoff. He breaks the tackle. He's to the 5. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Atticus Goodson. And Independence has stretched their lead to 33-20. That was a 7-play, 46-yard drive,
And the Patriots have had 3 touchdown drives in the second half, an 8-play, 62-yard drive, a 9-play, 61-yard drive, and now a 7-play, 46-yard drive, and they take a 33-20 lead, and this is a big extra point here, and that's really put a lot of pressure on Bluefield with 5:25 remaining in the game. So Goodson trying to tack on the 34th point, and Eric, as I said earlier, I think it was going to take almost 30 points or at 30 to win this game, and the extra point is good. So your new score is now Independence 34 and Bluefield 20. And the thing about this, Eric, when you look at this, that's 27 unanswered points. Bluefield led 20-7 at halftime, and the second half has been all Independence.
Yeah, and we talked about it during the commercial breaks, Maris. I said in the third quarter, if Independence did not score on that drive, they might have been on the verge of getting blown out. And the fortunes have changed. Tide has turned. Great offensive play calling in the second half, and Independence is knocking on a trip to the door for a trip to Wheeling.
And Eric, like we said at halftime, you figure if you turn the ball over 3 times, which Independence did, they had 2 fumbles and a pass interception, and they had one was a scoop and score. You wouldn't think that, they were very lucky. They were only down 20-7. Most teams that play Bluefield, you turn it over 3 times, you're blown out at halftime.
Yes, and we've talked. A lot of people will communicate with us and ask us, "Hey, is Independence for real?" And we would say they're as good as anybody in the state, and a much-needed touchback right there.
Well, a touchback, and I'll tell you what, Eric, they are 5:25 away from proving this. They're 5:25 away from proving that they're as good as anybody in Class AA in West Virginia.
And we stated early on, Bluefield's an established program. And Independence is trying to get there and build some tradition, and this is a program-changing win right here if you get this.
We had talked about earlier with all the history that Bluefield has, and we said the history wasn't going to help them here this afternoon, and it has it. Bluefield with 11 state championships, 6 in AAA, 5 in AA, and Independence trying to make history, trying to punch their ticket to the Class AA state championship game for the first time ever. They've only been in a semifinal one other time back in 1985. Here's the shotgun snap now. Bluefield's got to throw the ball. It's going to be incomplete. And I think this also kind of takes Bluefield out of really like what they like to do. Yes, they can throw the ball, but now 2 scores, you have to throw the ball.
Well, just as we stated, the Bluefield had taken Independence and made them one-dimensional. Independence was able to stick to their guns, Maris, and really stay with what brought them there and pounded Atticus. And after a while, it's worn this defense out. But now, as you stated, Bluefield's one-dimensional. They're going to have to pass being down 2 scores.
2nd and 10, Brown to throw, gets the ball to Green out on the flat. Green weaving through traffic, enables a good gain and pick up a first down up over the 30, out to the 32 on the wide receiver screen on the far side. So that'll be a first down. They'll get the ball out to the 32-yard line. That's a 12-yard pitch and catch from Brown to Green. Now the main thing is the clock. That's the enemy of Bluefield, approaching 5 minutes for the game. Here's going to be a running play. That is Harrison up inside. And, running the ball, especially when you're not gaining much like that, that really takes a lot of time.
Well, at the half, Harrison had 148 yards on the ground, and he's been contained. I don't know if he maybe had an injury or whatever, but, yes, he has. Our stat man just chimed in. He had 7 yards in the second half rushing.
So it's a 1-yard gain to the 33, but this is taking a lot of time, though, Eric. The clock is continuing to move as we're at 4.5 to go in the game. And Bluefield looks like they got to be in a little bit more urgency than this. They're 2 scores behind. They have trip receivers here to the bottom of the screen. Brown to throw, pressure. He's in trouble. Down he goes. They sack him back at the 25-yard line, and I think Independence can smell it now. They know they're just about there.
Just like a shark's feeding off the blood and the water, they're pinning their ears back now and coming after the quarterback, coming after the bait. Now, it's been a tale of 2 halves. It really has.
So 4 minutes remaining in the ball game, and Bluefield, like I said, they don't appear like they're in any hurry at all. They're 2 scores down. They got to have a little bit more urgency than this.
Yeah, they're signaling in the plays, and I would think you would have 2 plays called each time being down 2 scores.
So they got to get out to the 42-yard line to pick up a first down. So let's see what they do here on 3rd and long on their own 25. Here's the snap. Brown looks, trying to throw the home run ball. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be intercepted. The ball was picked off by Trey Bowers, and that might just seal the deal for Independence.
Hey, what a nose for the ball, Trey Bowers. Trey Bowers. Hey, I made a statement at halftime about my keys to the second half about getting Judah Price, Cyrus Goodson, and Trey Bowers involved. But guess what? They got themselves involved by being active participants on defense, and my hat's off to this Independence team.
So Independence will take over at the 44-yard line, and really, Eric, up 2 touchdowns. For all intents and purposes, with 3:37 left in the game, Bluefield has only 2 timeouts. Independence can pretty much milk the clock and really run the clock out.
Well, right now, though, if you're Independence and Coach John H. Lilly, you just need to, stick to your guns. And I know I've said that repetitively this second half because it's come to fruition, and just hand it to big number 3 in that backfield.
And that's what they're going to do. Goodson will get the carries up over the 45, out to the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. And that will keep the clock turning as well. And that's a nice gain on first down, a gain of 4.
Hey, one thing we need to say during this broadcast is the mutual respect for both of these programs.
Absolutely.
Great sportsmanship by both teams, helping one another up. That's when you respect one another.
But you can see the body language of some of the Bluefield players. And, we're approaching the 3-minute mark of the game and 2-touchdown lead. And you think you're just going to, as you mentioned, just give the ball to Goodson there, number 3, and just try to ride his coattails all the way to Wheeling. 6 on the play clock. Running it down is Logan Phelan. Takes the snap. He'll keep it himself and breaks a tackle and just dives forward to pick up about a yard and make it 3rd down. And even if you don't pick up a first down and you have to punt, at least you're able to take some time off the clock.
But I wouldn't be surprised. This Independence offense has really, really been well-oiled machine the second half.
With 2.5 to go, I'm sure if you're Coach John Lay, you're thinking of a safe play, and you figure you're going to run the ball here.
I'll tell you what's safe.
Run the ball. That's what's safe. Turn around and give the ball to Atticus Goodson.
Yeah,
I think that's safe.
I think that's safe enough.
So let's see if that's what they do. 8 on the play clock is some of the Bluefield fans trying to are making their way to the exits.
Yeah, as a good friend of mine
Here's
would
the
always
snap.
say.
Here's the run to Atticus Goodson, and he breaks tackles, and he's got a first down.
And I think that first down will really put him in the exits right there.
So that'll get the ball down to the Bluefield 45-yard line. And really, Eric, for all intents and purposes, I think that will salt the game away. Bluefield has 2 timeouts left as we're at the 2:02 mark of the ball game. And like I said, Bluefield, the fans making their way to the exits as Bluefield led 20-7, but a strong second half by Independence. They really turned it up and made the big plays when they need to make them, which they've done all year.
They really have. They've once they got behind, we didn't know how they would react. And so both playoff games they've been behind, but they've showed a lot of character.
Logan Phelan will keep it. He gets here to the outside, breaks the tackles inside the 40. They get him down about the 35. He stayed in bounds.
What a smart play by Phelan, knowing the situation and getting down and keeping that clock rolling.
And that should be another Independence first down at the 35-yard line. And it will be. So first down for Independence at the Bluefield. Actually, they're going to put the ball at the Bluefield 34-yard line. But definitely Independence got it in gear, and they really won the war up front on both sides of the ball here in the second half. 1st and 10 Independence at the Bluefield 34. We're approaching a minute. Actually, they just got to take a couple of knees, and that'll be it. They give the ball to Goodson. He'll take the ball down inside the 30 to about the 29.
Now, if I'm Coach Lilly here, I would just get into the best formation ever invented, the victory formation.
Yeah, and that's all Independence needs to do, the ball at the 30-yard line. Actually, they just need to run one more play. They just need to take a knee, and the ball game's over, and Independence will punch their ticket to the Class AA state championship game at Wheeling Island Stadium next Friday night against the winner of tonight's Polka and Fairmont game.
And you know what's good about this early start for Independence?
You can watch that game, or you could
get on the road and go set up your scouting already and get ahead of the ball game.
And here's Phelan. He just does the reverse pivot, runs it up inside, and that should be the final play of the ball game as the clock runs down, and that's it. Independence has defeated Bluefield, and Independence will punch their ticket to the 2021 Class AA State Championship game. Your final score, Independence 34 and Bluefield 20. And a very happy very happy Independence team as people are rushing the field. This is something good to see for Bluefield. Yep. So Bluefield's a class act, and they're well coached. But this afternoon, that's why they play, Eric. We always talk about 4 quarters, 2 halves. Bluefield was the best team in the first half, but Independence was the better team in the second half. And I know Eric, being a member of, as an alumni of Independence, very emotional for him that Independence has made the championship game in Class AA as Independence gets the win and they defeat Bluefield. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap this one up, give you the stats and the final scores. You can see on your screen. Independence punches their ticket to the AA finals. They beat Bluefield 34-20. You've been watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Production.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your advantage.
And we welcome you back to Coal City, West Virginia, here on the campus of Independence High School. And Independence, for the first time in their school history, have punched a ticket to Wheeling to play at next Friday's Class AA state championship game. They will play the winner of tonight's Polka-Fairmont game, as Independence has defeated Bluefield by the final score of 34-20. And Eric, I tell you what, this was a tale of 2 halves. It was a great ball game to call. Bluefield led 20-7 at halftime, but boy, the second half was completely different, and Independence outscores Independence 27-0 in the second half to win, going away by 2 scores, 34-20.
Yeah, it was gut check time at halftime for Independence, because you and I talked. I thought they were on the verge of getting blown out had they not scored on that first possession of the second half. And they really established with their identity of what they wanted to do and continued to pound Atticus Goodson and came away with a hard-fought victory over Bluefield.
Before we get to the stats, I think what was really important is right there on that first drive of the second half, and I'm sure you'll agree, but we felt that Independence needed to score, but they overcame not 1 but 2 penalties, and they had to make 2 fourth-down conversions. And then, like I said, they overcame 2 penalties, and they were able to overcome that, score, and then nothing bigger than when the game tied at 20, Cyrus Goodson's interception that he takes to the house was the difference in the game. And then, just for good measure, they tacked 1 more on with Atticus Goodson.
Hey, and the thing was, on that drive, it was a great play call, because I actually thought they were crazy when they lined up. It was 3rd and probably,
It was
12.
third and 4, I think it was.
3rd and 4,
Yeah.
so they lined up in what we called the Patriot with a direct snap to Atticus Goodson.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought you meant when Bluefield threw the 6.
No, we're talking about
okay.
the play to really keep the drive going on that first possession of the second half.
Yeah, it was like fourth and 12.
It was like
It was
4th and
12. You're right.
And I thought they were crazy in their alignment, and they went to the old bag of tricks with Atticus completing the ball to his brother for a first down, Cyrus. And I thought that was the game that changed the play, that changed the momentum, and they were able to punch it in right after that with a 10-yard run, and then to cap it off, Cyrus made back-to-back key plays and got himself involved by picking off, the great quarterback for Bluefield, Riker, and he took it to the house, and that really turned the tide on the Bluefield Beavers.
Well, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, on your screen, Independence wins 34-20, and Erica, you have the team and individual totals.
Yeah, so at halftime, we gave Bluefield's total yards. They had 225 total yards at the half. They finished the game with 252 total yards of offense, 173 on the ground and 79 through the air. At halftime, Amir Harrison had 148 yards rushing. He finished with a team-high 156. So that's how much the Independence defense dominated. But on the flip side is that guy, Atticus Goodson. He has a great supporting cast, but my hat's off to Atticus Goodson. In the second half, he literally carried them to victory. He carried the ball 32 times for 258 yards and 3 scores. Independence ended up with 381 yards of total offense, 360 on the ground, and Logan Phelan chipped in 73 yards on 16 carries. And Judah Price, we have to say, he only touched the ball 4 times, but he picked up 29 yards and a first down on 3 out of the 4 carries.
So Independence, I think it was very evident, Eric, in the second half that Independence won the battle up front on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and doing our, when we were doing our lineups coming into the game, I looked, and a lot of people take this for granted. Independence's offensive line, they had some mashers. Even with minus Michael Cheek, who got hurt, they have 2 guys 300 pounds or right at 300 pounds. They were on, I think, the Bluefield Beavers defensive front because they outweighed them by close to 20 pounds on average. It was, I think, 284 to 264. And after a while, they pretty much imposed their will on the Bluefield Beavers.
Before we take our final break, I want to thank Giovanni's Pizza. We appreciate Giovanni's Pizza for feeding us pretty much all season. They have 2 locations. They're located in Glen Daniel on your way to a Liberty game, or Leicester Square in Sophia. We're going to take our final break. We'll come back, and then we'll pay a tribute to all of our sponsors that made it possible for this 2021 high school football season here on Video Production, as you've been watching live streaming coverage of the Class AA semifinal here on Video Production.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. GROSE. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Fun fact, Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo.
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School. Maris Lowry here with Eric Thomas. And, Eric, we've had a fabulous season, our first year at video production. And I want to take a minute. I want to thank all the people that helped make it possible, video production. And it doesn't happen without the sponsors. And we appreciate all the sponsors for making it happen. Little General Stores, Chris Gross, C. Adam Tony, Discount Tires, Beckley Auto Mall, Pioneer Community Bank, New River Community Technical College, Massey Power Sports, the Chemical Bio Place out at Airport Road, Window World, Auto Trader, Modley's Plumbing and Heating, Pepsi, and Mamma Mia Giovanni's Pizza. We appreciate that.
Mamma Mia.
Also, we appreciate our entire crew that we've worked with on this 2021 football season. And, of course, we had Chris Farish on stats. We appreciate his hard work, dedication. Andrew Boland, who produced and directed the games all year. The heavy hitter, our main man, Mr. Nick Eskins, the camera guy. Without him, it couldn't be possible. And Eric, partner, hopefully this is the beginning of many more seasons. I had a great time working with you as always, and what a season we had. We finished it up on a great afternoon with Independence punching their ticket to the Class AA state championship game.
It's always a pleasure just going to games. We're going to talk about it anyway, so I just love to go watch high school football, and it was fitting that it ended here at Independence, my old alma mater.
Yep. So we'll be getting into basketball, which will start next week. Next Saturday, there'll be a scrimmage all day over at Shady in both of their gyms. And I haven't seen the schedule, but we'll get into that next week. But you can follow, I'm sure, Facebook and Video Productions and to find out when our next broadcast starts. We'll have a full basketball schedule. So once again, for our entire staff, our crew, for Chris Farish, who did an outstanding job all year on stats. Andrew Boland produced and directed. For our main man, the heavy hitter, Nick Askins. For our color analyst, Eric Thomas, Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry saying we're going to put a bow on this and wrap